Welcome to my stream. Can't complain. Certainly cannot complain. What I am going to do first today, because it entertains me greatly, is do that. There we go. And I still forgot to do the lights. 1 second. Perfect. Much better. I'm going to watch some clips of Derek Akora getting possessed because it's hilarious, and I was watching them earlier today. So, without further ado, well, let's watch this first. How loud is this going to be?
Francis!
You're Francis, are you?
Ah, this was Francis. Without Francis.
Francis?
Francis.
Francis. What's your surname, Francis? What's your surname? What's your surname?
She looks like she's trying not to laugh.
What's your surname?
I do not have to talk to you.
I want you to tell me what your surname is. Come on.
You hussy.
Oh, am I? You don't scare me.
You hussy.
Am I? I don't think so.
I think he's telling her that she's a pussy.
No, I'm not. So tell me. You don't scare me one bit. No, you don't scare me. Don't come near me because you don't scare me. So tell me, what's your surname? What's your surname? Come on, what's your surname?
I'm ready to turn the volume down because I know it gets loud.
What's your surname? What's your surname?
Take thy hand off me, wench!
No, I'm not. I'm just asking for your surname.
Take thy hand off me, wench.
No, you don't scare me. Come on, what's your surname?
Oh, scuttle your legs.
Oh, will you now? Don't you like women?
See your breasts.
Yeah, don't you like women?
Wench.
You don't like women, do
You see your breasts.
Yes, I do, yeah.
And then they step in the squat mat and he starts fighting.
It's alright, I've got it.
They need several men to overpower Derek. Maybe.
That is,
Are we still on air? Okay, we're still on air. What's happened is, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm just going to keep... What's happened is that Derek sometimes gets possessed. This can happen quite a lot. This has been happening quite frequently. And what we have to do is try as hard as we can to try and get as much information out because he's been taken over by a supposed spirit. It takes a while, and then what happens is that we manage to calm him down, and then he comes round. In most cases, he can't really remember what has happened. A lot of people find it quite frightening to experience this. I mean, I'm quite shaky, but I'm used to it. Some of the members of the Most Haunted Live crew and Most Haunted crew are used to it. It is happening a lot more, which in a way is a good thing because we're managing to get a lot more information out, but others will see it as quite distressing. But Derek has supposedly his spirit guide, he has got protection, and he will be fine. So, David, please assure everybody in the audience, and I do assure everybody at home, that Derek will be fine.
Yeah,
He's
Derek
fine.
got possessed
Give it 10, 15
by...
minutes and he'll be okay.
I will. Yvette, can you...
It's by Francis. And then there's another video of Derek getting possessed.
You're not coming in. You're not coming in. You're not invited. Do something else. Do something else.
What's happening? Can't see a thing. Derek's twitching.
Sam.
Right, Derek, are you alright?
You alright, Derek?
Call!
You alright?
Call!
Derek?
It's alright.
Call!
Derek, I'm here.
Call!
I'm here, Derek. Derek, it's cold. Sit down, you're doing fine. Just sit straight down. Sit down.
Can't watch the road. Watch the road.
I'm here, Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward.
Watching Derek get possessed is a special art.
It's alright, come forward, come forward. Come forward.
Do you want me to take the camera?
Come forward. Derek, come forward.
That sounds like some.
I'll get your little bit. I'll get your little bit. Get it out of here. What you do?
Derek.
Yeah,
Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward. No, you're not going anywhere. Derek, you're not going anywhere. Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward. Derek, come forward. Come forward.
This is.
Get me out. I'm coming, Derek. Come forward. Let's get him out of here. We need to get him out. Ross, can you come forward? Yeah. Derek.
This is impressively special so far.
You're tangled.
If I do say so
Get him out,
myself.
Cal. Get him out.
Come on, Derek, come forward. Derek, now come forward. Take his arm, take his arm. Right, chill out, Derek.
Yeah, the ghost was doing a little jig.
Come forward, Derek.
He's cut my arm off. He's cut my arm off. He's cut my arm off. Oh.
Derek, you're
just one person. Just one person.
fine. You're fine, Derek. Derek, you're fine. You're cool now, Derek. I'm here, Derek. Derek, I'm here.
How are they keeping straight faces? I
Oh, for
don't
God's
know.
sake, the batteries have gone
It's fine,
again.
Derek,
Thank
Derek,
God.
it's fine.
Oh.
You alright?
Derek,
So the highlight of this one was obviously the little song he sang us.
you there?
I'll get your little bit. I'll get your little bit. Get it out of here. What you do?
Derek.
Derek Akora is a very talented man. I think that's the best I could say.
Derek.
I don't know what else really to say other than
You're not going anywhere.
he is incredible talent. Anyway, so what we're actually here for today is part 2 of the most haunted Accrington Police Station and Courts. One thing I don't understand is why they've kept their logo in the lower.
Accrington Courts and Police Station. This is what has happened so far.
So walking around handheld at the moment because when I was inside the courtroom, my tripod's disappeared. So
Oh,
I'm
highlights.
walking around trying to find it.
So for those of you that missed the start of the other stream or missed the other stream in general, here are the highlights of part 1.
So, found my tripod. It's in the other court. Now, I neither had it up that high, nor did I have it in this room.
Oh, there goes the door.
The fuck is that? There's nothing overhead though.
I mean, that was an impressive slam, to be fair. That didn't feel That didn't feel like a windy slam to me.
The fuck is that?
I'll give them
There's
that.
nothing overhead though, where it would have fallen from.
No.
So it's as if... Where it is.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, that's the way they're trying to show us the gate's locked and it just clearly isn't.
Fucking hell!
Oh, I forgot how loud this was.
Really?
Yeah, I was not.
I don't know.
I was not ready for the extremely
I've
loud
no idea.
slams.
I don't know where it's come from.
And
Get a wide shot. Okay. Did you get that? Yeah, I've got it. I don't know where it is, right, but we've got it. Some effort to push it that way.
Seriously, take some effort. Who knows that?
Something's just been thrown. Right.
I've got my camera locked off.
Yep.
And I'm getting recording. Was that again?
See it there now. I've got it on camera now.
my guess would be windy slams are the most obvious choice.
Hey. Greg?
Oh yeah, and then his tripod got put on the desk.
Look at the camera sticks. Look where them camera sticks are. Greg! Right, so we're here in the courtroom getting GVs. And we've had loads of banging happening outside, loads of doors slamming, etc, etc. As soon as I came in here, while I was setting the camera up, I'm hearing tapping noises and things being thrown basically outside. So I'm gonna... There we go again. I did not put that there. You're shitting me. We've not been upstairs, we can't get access upstairs. If it's here, we'll get it. There.
Shit, moving still.
We'll find you, don't you worry about that, we'll find you. Right.
I've been hearing it. Right.
That scared the crap out.
Carl.
I don't know.
There goes that one. That was a light closure. Stu went to investigate.
That was me. I kicked something on the floor.
Okay.
There's a bit of...
Hang on, don't you leave me.
No, I'm not. I've got you.
What was that? It was like there was something running.
It did sound like something was running back in the courtroom.
Right.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Christ, this was a long episode. I forgot about all the doors downstairs that were yet to start smashing about. And the slight tangent of stalking Stuart we had, but...
There's banging.
I swear to...
Oh yeah, Yvette falls over.
Fuck! Glenn! Which Jesus Christ! Do you know what? My hair is standing on end!
Are they going to show us about tripping? Probably not.
Banging on the door. Footsteps. Hello?
I have not bought the stew mug yet.
Oh! What the? Crying out loud. What the hell is that? Holy fuck. Door. The door. There was one door, then the other door. And this is what we were getting. We were getting the runaround. Me and Greg were getting the runaround earlier on. Hello?
Oh yeah, and then things start banging. With the rooms checked before, we can verify the cell was empty by the very nature of a jail cell. The only lock is on the outside, none on the inside.
Listen to it, guys. Listen.
It's a valid point. That is how jail cells work.
Listen to the door. This door is banging.
That is a good door. It's banging.
Whoa! What the hell was that? I heard something land over there. Can you bang again? Loudly. Me.
I didn't even need to bother watching the fucking
Make
episode
something
yesterday. I
big.
could have just watched this.
Okay. Right.
And then they've left the building and this starts happening. It closes nicely. And then suddenly and out of nowhere, kabang. In 3, 2, 1. Thud. And then it closes nicely again.
Up here, where?
Put it so that it's in shot with the camera as well on a chair, maybe.
Yeah, can you have a look through the viewfinder?
And then they set up the... Oh yeah, the Renovette has a little tumble.
Are you right? Fuck! You tripped over a step there.
The team were exhausted with all of the activity so far,
It was
but we needed to continue our search
mean-
into the darkness.
If you believe Most Haunted, which I think is genuinely up for debate, I mean, I think, yeah, significantly up for debate, really. But if you buy Most Haunted, that was a very active series of events. Relatively unexplainable stuff, assuming they didn't fake it, which is always, it's a big assumption.
This time, Glenn, Stu, Fred and Greg went to the lower floor, whilst Carl and I started at the main lobby area.
Right.
Okay, this is the entrance of the whole property, and I'd like to concentrate around this area because
That's where we come in.
yeah, and lots of people have reported seeing. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Hello?
But now we're being...
No, it can't be the others because they're right.
I've turned it up, which means in about 3 seconds' time, when someone starts screaming or smashing things in, we're going to have a bad time, basically. It's going to be very loud, it's going to hurt my ears. Et cetera.
The way
Yeah.
to the left.
Hello?
What did you hear?
Like a deep thud.
Yeah, it's exactly like a door,
Yeah.
not slamming but closing.
I actually feel a bit sick, Carl.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
Are you okay?
I'm really cold and I'm really shaky and I feel sick.
Well, yeah, you had a little tumble of that.
Hello?
You're going to be startled.
What the
What was that?
Shit.
What was it? What?
Hello?
What the
Shit.
I have been live for 24 minutes, apparently. I don't know what I've been doing, but I am, in fact, now live. I did watch like 10 minutes of Derek getting possessed, because that just struck me as entertainment.
Oh my god. What the fuck is that?
Well, that came from over there. The first one came from there.
There's about to be a bang.
And the second one came from there. Hello? Right, let's go in. Let's go in. Right, this is just a room. Hey, we've got some extraneous light coming in from outside.
But it goes in there. Hello?
Yvette really is the worst thing about this show, isn't she?
Can you hear us? Can you see us? There's noise coming from in there. Like something tapping on the side.
Go
Hello?
on,
Oh
go
god,
in.
I feel so sick.
Okay.
Why do I feel so sick?
Is it nervous sickness or you just feel
No,
sick?
I just feel really sick.
Hello?
It was like this, Carl. It was
Just showing there's no one else in the
It was
room.
like, it wasn't as, it was
I'm muted. As much as I don't believe Carl, he's still very entertaining. And some of his stuff, like, I could watch Carl do this on his own, fine, no issues. Stuart, I find Stuart very entertaining, as we've established. I could watch him do this to his heart's content. That bloke that was walking around with Stuart in the last episode, didn't mind him. Don't know who the woman was. She sort of turned up for about 5 minutes and pissed off again. And that other cameraman's alright. I don't like the weird demonology guy, Fred Batt, I think was his name. Just strikes me as a weird dude. And Yvette, just... I'm sure she's lovely. And I'm sure she just gets a bit stressed. But she's very aggressive, just out of nowhere and often. And B, she's just not that good at the ghost stuff because she just runs away.
like a metal one. Like that.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
Do it again.
That's what it was like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she reacts to everything too strongly, and I can't necessarily judge her for that. But she does give me slightly dodgy vibes. Yeah, she 100% gives off head teacher vibes.
Hello? If there's anybody here, please can you make a noise?
Right, what the hell is that? Right. Now,
Do we know where we're going, Carl, actually? Because you know.
well, we've just doubled back on ourselves, so I'm assuming.
It's like doors banging all
Right.
the time.
Whichever room you go into, there's one room there and there's a room there. I think. Let's go with this one first.
What is this?
Well, this is a toilet,
Okay, lovely.
so that's just nothing but a loo, and there's no one in there. So that's that way. Yeah. Hello?
I am so shaky.
If you're here, can you show yourself to us?
Right, where are we going to? Are we staying here?
Yes, at some point we've got the EVP running in courtroom number 1, so we do need to go at any point, whether it's all of us or just a few of us, just to see if we've caught any noises on it.
Okay. Should we do it
so
on the
we'll-
way back
we'll
out?
do it on the
Because
way
we're in
out,
the
yeah.
basement at the moment.
How long's that been running for?
It's been running since Yvette and I did our last vigil,
Okay,
so.
in a while
Let's
then.
go up to court 1 because we didn't do that, did we? When we did court 2.
Okay,
That's
would
where
you want
the
to do
computer
anything down here in the
This
meantime,
is
or do you
just
just want to go
this
straight up
is
there?
just the kitchen, isn't it?
Well, apparently this used to be the mortuary.
Did it?
Or this area down here used to be the mortuary. So what we've got down here is we've got a series of offices
It's a nice
behind the main
jacket that man
courthouse.
has.
And I believe Jenny said to me earlier on that the kitchen or the area by the kitchen used to be the old mortuary. So it might be worth
I
doing a
don't
bit of
trust
rest
people
on
that do
that.
their top
Yeah, should we
button.
go and have a look down here?
Yeah.
We're not down here. We're not going to bump into anyone else down here, are we?
We haven't been down this bit.
No, not at all.
Unusual for me to say this, but this corridor feels eerier than most.
I don't know what this man is saying.
There's steps coming up behind you, Greg, so
Thank you.
I haven't got any more volume I can add.
Oh, that's the toilet. Okay.
You okay? What's the matter?
Someone's walked over my grave.
Are you alright?
No.
I'm convinced that she just twatted her head when she fell over and actually just has a concussion. Because I'm sure everything she's experiencing, feeling sick, dizziness, sudden chills, are all like symptoms of a concussion. So I think she might have just like smashed her head on the radiator when she had a little tumble earlier. And I think, yeah, and I'm beginning to think that that is just what's happening here. Which would also, so if she starts seeing ghosts now, then I am convinced she is just concussed.
Oh, God. Can you slam it?
This was the one. Let me jump back to it. It was. Carl. I don't think Carl has fallen over yet this episode. And he hasn't died, which is an improvement over previous. Her previous little tumble was. I'm guessing there, where she ends up face down. Let's just watch this back.
Put it so that it's in shot with the
I reckon she smashed her head on this big radiator and just like didn't realise or
camera as well
didn't
on
mention
share,
it.
maybe.
Yeah, can you
So
have a look through the viewfinder?
Because here we see she takes a big old tumble. She tripped over the first step, and a sensible person would go, right, I better watch my balance here, make sure I hold on to a banister or something. She instead looks that way, turns too quick, spins on her heel, falls over,
Oh, you're right! Fuck! He trips over a step.
and ends up sort of resting against the radiator with her head. So she either hit her head on the floor or on the radiator, I would say, in my non-expert opinion, and ended up concussed. That would be my assessment of events.
Someone's walked over my grave.
Are you alright?
No.
What's the matter?
No, I just don't feel good. Can you slam a door?
So that's what I think's happening. Is I just think Yvette is
You make a noise?
concussed. There was some sort of distant noise.
Can I tell you what I heard?
To be fair, even Yvette was laughing, and I feel like in that situation you would laugh. I mean, I feel like I laughed in the Ram when Jordan potentially concussed himself.
You might have heard something different.
Well, I don't know. Tell me what you heard.
Right.
Yeah, but in.
Somebody shouting.
Yeah, but it came from sort of this area. It wasn't that far enough away. Because we. Oh, what the hell?
Fucking hell!
What the hell was that? Fuck! Oh, this area. It wasn't that far enough away. Because we. Oh, what the hell?
Fucking hell!
What the hell was that?
Fuck!
Yeah, I laughed. I'm pretty sure I laughed.
Oh, Carl, no, because. Oh, no, it sounded like somebody running.
Did it?
There's somebody running. Is there somebody here? If there's somebody here now, make a noise now.
We good? We good?
See, that was definitely in here. We know no one's in there. We just come through. We know no one's in there. And this is a dead end. So what could be making that bloody noise?
I don't know, it's like a door or something being slammed.
It's not that.
Okay. She's really, shook.
I think I've just seen something at the end. You know, at the end there's a piece of wood there going across.
Yeah.
Can you see it?
I can, yes.
I think so. Let me zoom in.
It was
Oh, I've got you.
Yeah, and it was almost like something. I'm moving my torch around. I don't know.
Focus the camera on it.
It was almost like something.
What the hell?
Fuck. It's like a door being wound again.
She is. One thing I will say is I know Yvette's a bit of a pussy. She gets, startled a lot. But I've never seen her in any of the things I've watched previously this startled. She's normally a bit jumpy, but that's it. In this episode, she seems to be all over the fucking place. Which again, I'm putting down to being concussed, but...
Down here. Oh, we can't go too far.
Please don't go anymore. Carl?
No, but the guys are the other guys there.
No, stop now, please. Carl?
No,
Please, will you
gotta
just
go.
stop now? I don't want to go anymore. Please stop.
But darling, if this is where...
I know it is, but Just
what? I'm going to go through
Are
this
you
door
fucking
here.
kidding me?
No, I'm not going to go any further than one step through that door.
Can we just go?
Just one step through the door.
She's not
Darling,
happy.
Just one step
I
through
don't
the
know
door.
what it is, but I just had enough tonight.
I'm convinced she's just knocked herself out.
No, now the guys are much further away.
That's great.
Because this is the staircase.
Yeah. That's lovely. I'm really pleased about that.
No,
That's
that
great.
means that can't be... That can't...
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying.
She's so aggressive. She's abusive at this point.
Can we go and find... Can we just go back now?
Send her back to the pub on her own. Because she's pissing me off.
I've just heard footsteps.
Where?
Big steward.
It's that direction, but it's wherever they are.
There's nothing down there.
No, there's nothing down in this corridor, but they were further afield. This, Greg, this is what's happening again now.
We're getting thrown around all over the place.
Yeah, you're never going to find out where it's coming from, but you'll hear it.
We know why, we're probably being followed.
I'm sure we are. Right, which way out is it now? That way again, isn't it? Well, if anywhere, it would have been from over this direction somewhere. Can you please make that sound for us? If you're walking around us, please make it louder so we know exactly where you are.
You tell him, Stu.
Go on, try and scare 4 grown men. But you can't.
Go on, do it.
Go forward that way, Stu. If you're here, come forward. Is anybody here?
That's leading up to the court. That court number 1. So if you want to go up and check on the EVP, now's a good time to do it.
Me and you go up there?
Yeah, we'll split up, guys. Me and Glenn will go up to court 1, check on the EVP. We'll meet you back down here in a little bit, okay?
What was that?
That was me getting this door.
Got to go and dunk. And top of the stairs, turn right, you should see the glow from the EVP.
Fred Bat, that's the Demonologist. I'm not a big fan of his. I don't hate him. Like, he does nothing for me in any way. He's just a strange man in a trench coat. He's a demonologist. He once looked like that. He's a bit of an oddball, shall we say. He's a demonologist and witchcraft expert. Sorry, my mistake. He spouts some moon information. Talks about some of the most haunted stuff he does. Has a great time doing most haunted stuff. Just generally looks like he's having fun, you know? He doesn't really... Yeah, yeah. There he is, putting some salt on a pentagram on the floor, I would guess. I reckon so. There he is posting... I don't even know if I can show that on Twitch without getting, like, banned, but... Sure. There he is looking at some buildings. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm not a fan of it. It looks like a fucking werewolf or some shit. What else is he up to these days? Oh, there he is reading a little book. Oh, it's playing roulette. Of course it is. Why wouldn't he be? Drakelow Tunnels, I'd assume. Oh no, Fort Widley. What is that? Let's have a look at that while we're doing other shit. So yeah, he is one of the most haunted experience hosts, basically. I'm not overly intrigued by him. Ish.
Come and affect one of us. My name's Stuart. Tell him your name, Fred. Tell him your name.
Yeah, that weird werewolf, like, smoke figure, whatever it was, did freak me out slightly, to be honest. That was one of the weirder pictures I've seen recently.
I'm Fred. Come forward. Come and see me. Come and meet me. We may be able to help you. That's locked.
Yeah, that's locked. Yeah, we can't get in there, Fred.
It's locked, Fred.
What was that? Hello? Can you hear it, Fred?
I can, yeah.
Like a thud.
Listen. Listen to that. It's like a dragging sound.
Listen to it.
Can you make that noise again?
I get reluctant every time I have to turn it up.
Look one again.
Hang on. I don't know if anyone can hear this, but me and Fred are hearing banging, but it's coming from a distance, but it's also...
Why is poor bloody Stu talking like he's about to be killed off? This is like one of those, the main character, or the character filming isn't going to make it out and they'll find his video in a few days' time.
Echoing as well at the same time.
Can you make that noise again?
Okay, Fred, let's walk. Where are you, Fred? Let's walk back where we've just been, because it sounded to me that's where the groans or bangs were coming from, okay? From a distance, like, again.
Was that when the camera was being taken?
Possibly.
I'm
pretty sure I said I'm taking the camera now, so there should be a bit just before they saying it's just me taking the camera.
So what's this noise?
I don't know.
So that was 11...
That sounds like something hitting the deck.
That's 11 minutes after we started.
Could be Yvette hitting the deck.
Right.
But you can't hear...
So all the stuff,
that's me and
at the
Yvette.
front. Yeah.
So we've got a mysterious noise there.
Please make those bangs louder,
It'd be so heartbreaking if Stu
whoever you are.
got done in by a demon.
Coming forward and says, we're coming to meet you. We're not going to do you any harm, we just want to talk to you.
Fred Bat has to be a
We can help
podcast.
you get to a better place.
Watch the gates.
We'll try and get you there. Come and see us.
I'm not sure I've got that exact torch. See, I don't dislike Fred Bat. The only person I actively don't like watching do shit on this is Yvette.
If you're here, come forward. Come forward now.
Were there any bad criminals in here
Probably.
that you're aware of, or... Well, they're all bad, aren't they, I guess?
Did he just forget he was the historian? Because he seems to have forgotten to answer the history-related question.
What? Ooh, what was that?
Nothing in there. It's coming from someone, one of these corridors.
What's, is that a door there? No, it's not. No, it's not a door. No, I thought it was. Right. The problem we've got now, is that a door, Fred? I can't see a bloody thing.
No, it's blocked up.
The problem we've got, we're getting all these bangs. And we can't tell where they're coming from. And it's so dark down here, you can't see anything. There's no windows.
That does tend to happen when you're in a basement.
It's not good. I couldn't be down here on my own again.
That was locked.
No. Could you be down here on your own, Fred?
No.
No.
That's definitely not me taking the camera.
No, that's a very, very weird, unexplained noise.
Yeah, he does have that vibe.
Is it like somebody trying to form words, would you say, or was it just...
Possibly, certainly like a...
It's like,
Yeah,
like
it's
somebody's
tongue
got
in
the
the roof of your
mouth full of
mouth,
something,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing else after that, I don't think. Come on. Computer, why are you grabbing this? Make it louder again.
Watching this man try and use fucking Audition.
No, that's nothing. Me moving the tripod wouldn't sound anything like that. That's really bizarre.
Well, yeah, but because I want to make bad stuff, but it's a bit strange that all prisons seem like this to me. They're a bit odd, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because there's been such a mixture of people in
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
all
Yeah.
types of people from all walks of life, you know, and they're incarcerated in here and they get mixed in together. It's like going into a blender, really.
Of course. Right, Fred. Let's head back now.
Well, I don't know which way we've come to a dead end. We need to
Okay,
go
put your
down.
torch on, buddy. Is it on? I can't see shit.
I don't know where we are now. We've gone round like a maze. I don't think there's anything up there.
Certainly nothing up there.
It must be back down that way.
Which way?
That way.
Right, okay.
That's locked. It's down this way. Somewhere. That's probably this way, I think.
Oh yeah, through that door there, Fred. There's no door there. Oh, it's down this way, I think.
They're lost, this is good.
This It's got to be this way. It's got to be this way. No, that way. Down there. It's like being in a maze, isn't it? That's it.
Freedom.
Does anybody here come and attack one of us?
I don't know where we are now.
Come and knock one of us out.
Brave man, Stuart. Brave man.
It's down there, Fred, where we've just been.
Are you sure?
Yep. Shine your torch, I can't see where the fuck we're going.
They are absolutely fucking bamboozled.
Are you sure? I don't think it is. We've just come.
Hang on.
We just come. No, that's a blocked off door. That's blocked off.
Is it?
Yeah, they're boards. Don't pull those off.
Well, that's got the glass on there, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. No, we're right, Fred.
No, we didn't.
Then it's this way up.
Stuart,
If you want
there's something behind me.
If you want to stay there, you
There's
can.
something behind me.
Don't go too far, you'll lose the fucking door again.
Something behind me. Listen. Shit, listen. Come a bit closer. Let's go. There's like footsteps coming down. That sort of noise, you know.
Asking to be attacked is a type of provocation that's supposed to increase the interaction with the spirits.
Pop your head round and have a look.
Something like that.
Pop your head round and have a look.
Now, I'm not brave enough to do it.
It's a dead end.
I mean, I might be. I certainly wasn't last time.
Right, we're going to have to head back.
I don't think that's the way, Stuart. We didn't come out of there.
This is one way back.
Is it?
Yeah. Trust me.
I trust you, Stuart. Yeah, they definitely haven't been this way. We'd have heard the glass that they're now standing on
into the
every
court.
step.
I tell you, Stuart.
Yeah.
This is strange. I feel there's someone behind me, seriously.
Right,
Right behind me. Right behind me.
Right, okay. I've got the camera, I can't see anything.
There was something coming up behind me all the time, all the way up that staircase.
Uh-huh. Right.
I've never felt that strange before.
Okay.
Which court's this?
2.
No, it's number. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Thank you, whoever you are. We shall be back shortly.
Listen.
What am I listening for, Fred?
The footsteps again on the stairs.
I know. The trouble is, every time we hear things, we run for it. We can't see anything. And it's frustrating.
Coming up the staircase from the cells, it was as though it was one step behind me.
Yeah. Well, I know. I saw you trying
I
to.
could feel it on my. I could feel it.
Yeah, you were trying to get past me quite quickly.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Who's that?
Hello? Right, Fred, be careful. I knew this was going to happen.
Well, it sounded like it came from here.
Was that metal or glass?
I don't know. Well, it's a bit of both, I think.
Okay, I'm staying down this end. Fred, you're higher up there. If something's going to get thrown, it's going to cop for you. It's going to hit your head.
What is?
Whatever gets thrown.
I thought it was from here. That staircase is really.
Stuart's so kind, caring and considerate, taking care of Fred.
I shouldn't be asking for this, but can you throw something else?
At Fred.
Please?
Did you hear that?
Oh, yes, I did.
Where did it come from?
Don't know.
What was it?
Please?
Did you hear that?
Oh, yes, I did.
I'm pretty sure that noise they just heard there was just like Stuart breathing.
Where did it come from?
Don't know. That's the trouble with this place. You can't bloody tell where things are coming from.
I think it was down. Listen. It was definitely down. It was like those footsteps on the stairs again. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that, yeah.
If there's anybody here, tap twice.
I can hear it.
Can you do that again? Can you tap twice for yes?
I'm purposely not moving.
That was twice.
It's coming from the staircase.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it.
Tap twice again. Can you do it again? Did you get that?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm hearing it. I'm hoping the camera may hear it as well.
It's right. It seems to be right.
I'm trying to move less so I'm not making any noise so that the camera picks it up.
Right down there, underneath that bit down there. That's what it seems to be coming from there.
This is going to be funny.
Guys?
Yeah,
Are you the other side of this wood?
we're upstairs in the courtroom.
We're coming up.
Yeah, okay. Right, let's head back. Careful.
You had much?
Yeah.
What happened?
Footsteps coming up these stairs.
Fantastic.
What's
We
everyone
checked the
thinking?
EVP.
We could hear it, we could hear it.
And something thrown at us up here as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we could hear it, yeah.
That's
And there was
awesome.
something thrown.
Something was following me up the stairs. It was like one step behind me. It was amazing. I could sort of feel it. You know when you feel something on your back? Something behind you, but it's not touching you, but you know it's there. It was like that.
Right, we're going to have to head back here.
Yeah, let's go back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just go back now.
Do you want to go back?
I do, absolutely. I mean, I feel sick. I'm exhausted.
I'm
this
convinced
place
she's
is just
concussed.
physically draining.
I am confident.
What are you doing? Come on, just fucking get out of here, please.
There's something on the
Oh
fucking
my
stairs.
God, I don't want to see anything on the fucking stairs.
Stay there.
For fuck's sake. Come on, just go now.
Yvette is the worst. Yvette is the worst part about this because they're trying to actually, like Carl here, is trying to find ghosts, and Yvette's just constantly like, let's go, let's leave. I think I've just realised why I enjoyed that episode we watched the other day of Gresnell Hall, Farm Hall thing, that place in Norfolk, because it was just Stu and Carl, and they're both like tolerable and likeable.
What like?
It's just a shadow.
I swear I'm not.
Okay. You're not in a good state. Let's get you back. Let's get you back. Okay?
Yeah.
Just go slow because it's very slippery. Very slippery on there.
And she's already fallen over once.
So we couldn't have brought Watson.
Through this way.
Something's about to
I swear
bang.
God, my nerves are shredded. It's the noises. It's such a vile feeling in here.
I know.
Sorry for being pathetic.
Slow-mo.
Just
You're not being pathetic. You're very brave. Bravest woman I know.
Still 20 minutes left yet. They still haven't locked the fucking gate. So somebody could have just come in this entire time and been pissing about.
There was definitely something trying to contact us, so we all stayed together and tried to get some answers using the tapping board.
I love a tapping
Right.
board.
Oh my God, did you hear that? Bloody hell. Keep hearing that as if someone's running. Well, we're all together now.
She seems that she's calmed down
I
now.
think we should go into courtroom 1 and perhaps see if we can get that tapping and knocking again and try and get some sort of communication, perhaps find some names and who's here, because I think that'd be really great if we could get that. So should we go through the door that's been slamming all flipping night? There's that noise again.
It
Did
is,
anybody
isn't it?
hear it?
Yeah.
Like a rumble.
You're like, whoa, 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 something's running.
I'll keep this door open for a moment.
Thanks, Stu.
Sorry. Right, Stu.
I'm convinced that when she took her little tumble earlier, she hit her head, and she's just been dealing with the accompanying side effects for a bit. The sort of, being on edge, being nervous, being confused, I think mood swings was on the list. Hang on, I did look it up. Let me get the concussion symptoms back up. Concussion symptoms. Symptoms. Dizziness, she said that. Headaches, she said she had that. Confusion, she said she had that. Loss of balance, potentially. Feeling stunned and dazed, she's looked very stunned and dazed. Disturbances with vision, hasn't mentioned that. Slurred speech, maybe a little. Delayed response to questions, yes. Irritability and other personality changes, potentially. Sensitivity to noise, maybe, to be fair. I think there's definitely potential there that she was just concussed. They may have taken a little break and she's sort of settled down a bit now. Don't know. That's what my mind initially jumped to, based on her actions.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that.
Where should we do it? We seemed to get tapping up here when we first came, didn't we?
Well, why don't we do a tapping board there then?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Should we sit on these chairs?
Does it go cold to you up here?
Yes, very. It's actually been making me feel very, very ill, this whole place. I've been feeling sick for ages. Listen.
Do you want me to take over that, Joe?
Actually, there's one thing I was going to ask you, Stu. Are you okay? Because
What, you seeing red light?
you've gone.
Is that
very,
my camera?
You've gone very low, if you know what I mean. Your energy.
I think it's because I've been here all day. Things are starting to play in your mind, aren't they?
Yeah.
Can I just say, I just seen a white light, and all the cameras I was looking were facing this way.
Yeah.
There was a white light going across from
Okay.
left to right.
It's weird.
Hello? Can you please talk to us? We're going to try and find out if you can...
Right, that's like something knocking right on top of a...
Can you give us a message? 2 for yes, 1 for no. Okay. So
That's 2
I'd
for
like
yes.
to ask you, please, first of all, any message at all you want to give us. So I'm going to point to a line, and you need to tell me which line the first letter is on, and so on, second letter, and so on. So is the first letter of your message on this line? Keep still. Is it on this line? Is it first letter A, S, D, F, G?
I mean, using a phone keyboard is both genius and lazy. Bring an actual piece of paper.
H, J.
Oh my god, hang on a minute. What? They've got an actual tool. Some sort of piece of equipment here. This is rare for Most Haunted.
A, L. I'll ask again. Is the first letter on this line? Is it on this line?
Stu... Yeah, so Stu films at the start of the first episode, Stu was walking around filming all the rambling and the shots that they use in between. So him and the other cameraman, I say the other cameraman, I haven't actually seen the bloke for a while, but him and the other bloke earlier were walking around basically getting all the establishing B-roll footage, and were having quite a bit of stuff during peak daytime hours. So Stuart, compared to the rest, has been subjected to it quite a bit.
Is it on this line?
Really the same with Carl, because he then came in to help them because they couldn't get it done because they were getting caught up with all the activity.
Are you messing with us?
Can we be clear? It's 2 taps for yes and 1 tap for no.
Is the first letter on this line?
Okay, try one.
Is it?
That's just loads of taps. There's lots of yeses.
Is that Morse code?
No, it's more of a ribbon.
It sounds like Morse code to me.
Is it Morse code that you're doing? No.
Okay, I know you're talking to us, but can you just spell out the words? So is the first letter of your message on this line? Right. Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, O, P.
No.
Next line.
Is it the next line? Is it the next line?
Yeah.
Okay, I was going to say, what they're forgetting here is there are numbers as well, but...
Z, X, C, V, B, N. It's N. Second letter, is it on this line? Is that a tap then?
No.
V, B, N, M, M. Is it Norman? Hello, Norman.
Norman?
Oh, I suppose M.
Norman, hello. Can you give me a surname, Norman? Go on, give me a
No.
surname. All right.
Was he on trial here?
Were you on trial here, Norman?
No.
Did you work here?
No.
Were you in a place before this building was built?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give me your surname? No.
No.
Can you give me a date that you were here? All right, hang on. What was the date?
9.
Let's start off with 1. Yeah. What was the next number, please? 2, 3, 5. Just let me check. Is that 4? 5. 5. So you were here in 1525. Is that the year that you passed on? No.
No.
That's the year that you were here? Okay.
Can you spell out what was here before?
Yeah. What was here before, Norman? Can you spell that out? Norman, can you spell it out? Or what were you? What were you in this life here on this plane? Can you give me that?
Can I just check, is Norman a name or a designation?
Oh,
Ask Greg.
Is Norman your name?
Yes.
is it
I
your
hear-
first
I hear
name,
later.
your Christian name?
Yes.
Okay, so because it obviously could have been a surname.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Norman, were you a holy man? Yes.
Okay. I'll take
Well,
that.
It's just loads of taps, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know if we can take like 8 taps in a row as a yes when we've established 2's yes, 1's no. 8 to me means I don't know what the fuck you're chatting, pal.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys can actually hear the taps, but I'm going to assume you can.
But Norman, can you spell out what job you did? Okay.
Yes. Okay, yes he can.
All right. Norman, just spell it out for me, please. Norman.
This is just a constant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norman, how are you doing that noise? Yeah, we can hear it, but how are you doing it?
He's speaking.
Are you speaking? We're just hearing knocking.
Norman, I need you to tell me what
was your purpose in 1525? What were you here doing? Can you just give me a word to describe what you were doing? Is the first word on this line? On this line.
I heard a scratching noise under
That
the
was
desk.
me. It was
okay,
me.
cool. Just checking.
Is the first letter?
Yeah, it could be one of the crew just smacking their foot on the floor every time. There is potential for that.
I'm taking it as a yes. Is the first letter A, S, D, F, G, G? Second letter, is it on this line? Okay. Is it God? Yes. So,
I did say he was a holy man.
you were a holy man, or you are a holy man. Well, God bless you, Norman.
Trouble is, we can't really.
He says he's a holy man.
We're going to say those sorts of. Have we got records of that?
I don't know.
Have you got anything, Fred?
Yeah.
Have you got names?
Yeah.
You got of people that
I
were
know
here.
exactly who that is.
You do?
You know.
Okay, don't say anything else. Right.
Let's ask how he died. Do you know how he died?
Yeah.
How did you die, Norman? Can you spell it out for us? Okay, spell it out. It's the first letter on this line. I think that's a yes. Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, U. Were you murdered? Okay. Do you know who murdered you? How were you murdered? Knock for how you were murdered. Were you poisoned? Yes.
No, that was one.
No.
Well, I just said knock for how you were murdered. Can I just confirm 2 for yes, 1 for no? Were you poisoned? No. Okay. Were you stabbed? I take that as a. So you were
Stabbing.
stabbed. 2 for
Okay.
yes, 1 for no.
Was he stabbed many times?
Oh wow. Oh God.
Norman, why are you still here?
Well, he can't answer that, can he?
Well, if he knows he was murdered and he was stabbed, he's got to know that he's dead.
There's a reason he's still here.
What?
There is a reason he's still here.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to find out who? This is what I don't understand. Do you want to find out who killed you? But you think you probably know. Do you know who killed you?
Yeah. Do you need help, Norman? Norman, because we can help you. You don't need help.
Are you afraid of going forward?
No.
Right. What have we got though, Fred? Are we close to what?
Yeah, spot on.
Well, hang on. Is there anything you can ask him now that can confirm? So ask him a question that only you know the answer to.
How many of you were murdered?
3.
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you want revenge?
If he's a holy man, I don't think he would admit to that. So there were definitely 3 murdered.
3 murdered,
Stabbed multiple times.
probably.
And his name was Norman. And we've got that.
Go on then, Fred.
Right, there's a short story to this. After the Doomsday Survey, hundreds of monks moved to this area, Accrington, and the person in charge of the abbot said they could stay, and they built a small abbey here. The locals didn't like it, so they started to rebel against the monks. In that rebellion, they killed 3 monks. That abbey was here.
He's right. Humphrey Accrington was granted to the abbot of that And around 1200, the monks built a grand abbey. Shortly after it was built, 3 monks, Humphrey, Norman, and Robert, were murdered. Where's it gone? And the grange was set on fire by the local people that the monks had driven out of their homes. So there is, if I can ever get off this fucking website, that there is established, that is history, that is fact. Could they have looked that up? Probably. I'd assume that's common, relatively, established knowledge. But there is historical basis for it, which is interesting, if nothing else.
Before this building was here, we're actually standing where the abbey was. It was a very small abbey. The 3 people that were murdered, if I can have some light on the camera. Humphrey, Norman and Robert.
Oh, wow. And that was they're their first names, obviously.
Yeah, they were the 3 that were murdered by the locals here. But the abbey was here where we're standing.
And it's still tapping. Oh, I'm going really cold. That's amazing. But
yeah.
I just think, why is he still?
It's a holy place to him.
So
Norman to him isn't really.
Yes. So Norman, you're seeing you're still in your abbey, yes? Yes. And you're still exactly. So you're living your life as you did when you were alive, and you are at peace and you are happy. Absolutely. The more I've done this, the more I've come to the conclusion that we are, when you go from this body, it's like a costume. When you leave this body, we go to another plane. And that other plane is what you want it to be. So if you were happy in your, as Norman was, in his church, in his monastery, that's where he'll be.
He's in his own heaven.
He's in his own heaven, and it's another plane that we cannot see here in this physical plane, but we move on to another physical plane. And so he's seeing everything as it was when he was alive, because that's what made him so happy. Yeah. And as long as he's happy, that's fabulous.
That's fine.
I think that's amazing.
But nobody would have known there's only a small abbey, and it was right here where this building is.
Well, I didn't. I don't know if I said. Who did I say it to? I think I said it to you. I said Fred likes to dig. And I was. That's fantastic. I'm really shocked.
You didn't say a word.
No.
So it's not like Fred's.
No. I think that's absolutely fantastic.
It took me a long time to find that. There was a lot of digging on that because it was only a small place, and I don't think probably none of the locals even know about it.
One thing I want to know though, who's responsible for banging that door constantly?
Well, we'll see if it's been caught on camera actually moving when we heard the noise.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, earlier, I heard a door slam in a place where there could only really be 1 or 2 doors, and neither of them had slammed.
Yeah, well,
but I heard the door slam.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that audio stone tape?
Yeah, and the other thing is, we don't know if that door moved.
No, but
until we look at the footage.
I can't wait to find out.
I mean, I hope we do see it opening and shutting, because that to me is great.
But the tapping that we had right at the very beginning of the evening was there were 10 of them here, and some of them wanted to harm us. Or something.
To be fair, there is that. Though I will say I had the I did have the advantage of having the name Norman. Although if you literally no, because to be fair, if you literally type into Google Accrington murder monk, which, Accrington, if he knew there was a monastery there or some sort of monk place, specifically Black Abbey, then it comes up fairly quickly. as in first search, where they tell you about the monks who are thought to haunt the Black Abbey. This is where we find out Black Abbey is a different place to where they are. Black Abbey, Accrington, Black Abbey Street. Go on. I'm confident that building there is going to be, or somewhere around here is going to be that building. I'm now less confident. Black Abbey Street starts up here, so we'll... This doesn't look like the sort of place they are. Let's actually zoom in a second. Right, where's Black Abbey Street? There and there. Well, none of those buildings... The Abbey Hotel. I wonder if that's potentially the pub that's across the road from them, maybe? No. No. Okay. That looks potentially like it could be that building. So I just need to work out, I guess, this side. That's the Abbey. God, this is taking me back to my GeoGuessr days. So there's the Abbey, a pub. They said there was a pub across the road, but possibly not that pub. Because if I go back to Googling Black Abbey Accrington, Black Abbey Glasgow, Accrington, and then if I compare that to Accrington, what's the place called? Accrington Courts and cells. So there's the Accrington Court and cells, which is, in comparison to that, the place where Black Abbey, where the 3 Sistine monks were murdered. Now that's Black Abbey Street, so I guess let's see if there's a location. Centuries ago, fell in love with us, blah 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 blah. Fire, yeah. Does it say how they died actually? Well, chained to the wall and set on fire, so that is not the same as being stabbed numerous times. Being set on fire is in fact very different. So they're on Black Abbey Street. Now, Black Abbey Street is not the same place as the building they are currently in. I would in fact say they are very different locations. No, actually, just doing some, comparative work now. There's St James's Accrington, which means we are here. We're here. So yeah, they're not in the same place. There's a bit of a distance between them. There's a few streets. Unless the old records are incorrect. But they don't appear to be the same place. I mean, Black Abbey Street is where it would, in my head, make sense for the Black Abbey to be here, to have been, which is a different place to Accrington Police Station, which is here, which I think is where they are. I say that. Let's actually look. I'm guessing they're in that building. That would be my guess. Is that this building here is the one that they are currently in. I don't actually know. I don't see the building they're in, based on the gate outside. Could be that. Probably not. Don't know, a bit confused by the... Basically, what I think I am working out here is that what they're claiming doesn't quite line up, although that does seem to be part of the published history of this building from what I've seen on Google. So yeah, I don't necessarily know if the Abbey and the other place actually line up or not, but
some didn't, and so obviously there's multiple hauntings going on here, aren't there? There's people here that want to harm us, and then you've got the holy men that that were murdered but are happy.
There were more than 3 monks. There were just 3 that were murdered, so that there were more monks here.
Did you not hear that?
Yeah.
Tell me what you heard.
Sounded like a noise just outside the main doors.
Yeah.
It sounded to me like yeah.
And in the end, the locals burnt the abbey down.
I'm going to go and have a look just to see if anyone's out there.
Do you want to take a camera with you, Carl?
Yep. Just gotta get me bearings.
Humphrey, if you can still hear us, can you give us a sign?
Is it Norman or Humphrey we're talking
sorry.
to?
she's talking to the wrong fucking monk now.
Norman, please can you give us a sign, either slam a door or do something physical for us? If you can, that would be fantastic. I feel a lot braver now.
What would be the two called, Fred?
Humphrey, Robert and Lloyd.
Do you want to ask if Humphrey and Robert are here as well?
No, nothing. Whoa, what was that? Jesus. I heard that loud and clear. That?
I can't work out which. Hello? What the hell was that? That was a door.
No, it wouldn't be that door.
Hello?
How weird is that? How strange is that? To have that door close.
Geez, door slamming in here has been the thing, isn't it?
That's what it's. There's been a lot of it today.
I've never had so many.
There's been a whole load of it today.
Shall we get to the others?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything?
There's a door slam, but we went to where we thought it was slammed. The doors all open. And there's proper slam as well.
So probably keep hearing that, don't we?
I mean, there's no one coming in the front door because that's all still shut.
You have not at any point chained the front door shut, fella. We've looked numerous times, and every time we are in agreement that that's not been a thing that's happened.
Yeah, the security gates across, so there's no one is in. It's not a person, but whatever it is, something slamming doors.
Norman, come forward.
It has gone very quiet, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely, dead quiet, yeah.
Should we try and leave again and see if it picks up? It's like you call back phenomenon, isn't it?
Yeah. Come on then, let's go. It shouldn't surprise us that a building and land with so much history would have so much activity, but it did. And with that, we ended our investigation into the old Accrington Courts and Police Station.
So, what are we thinking then? What's everyone's I don't want to say final thoughts, but what are everyone's thoughts on Accrington Police Station and Courts? What are people, you know, what do people think? What is everyone thinking about it? Ooh. I personally am unsure. What time are we on? It's 11:30 now. 12:30, 1:30. Right, realistically, I've got an hour and a half in me before I get too tired and go to sleep. So, let's see if we can find yeah, that's fair. That's fair. There were a few bits in there that it was like, okay, this might actually have something to it. What I could do is watch a Most Haunted Extra, because they've got quite a few of them. Yeah, let's do that. So, starting from the beginning of Most Haunted Extra, we have, these are all fairly short, you know, half an hour to an hour. A couple of them that are an hour and a half long, but those are the ones where they do multiple places. What I could do, I kind of want to watch the full HMP Gloucester stuff. 1:44. What time are we on now? That's not how you do a clock on Windows 11, apparently. Good to know. 11:30. If I start this now and don't pause it excessively, which is rare for me, I could probably finish most of this video. The HMP Gloucester Part 1. So I might do that, and then I'll watch Part 2 either tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Lots of people here saying great episode. Apparently there's some good comedy moments. Someone's decided to go through and... Fuck me. No, that's the spoilers. I don't want... Lots of things. All of the people in the comments are saying well done. I'm actually going to subscribe to Most Haunted, which is something I never thought I'd do. Because I never used to like Most Haunted at all. Though admittedly my previous experience was the TV series where they used psychics and mediums and it wasn't very good. Their YouTube stuff, since they've branched away from the from actually being on TV because they got released on their contract, but still their TV stuff, their YouTube stuff, so I've actually quite enjoyed. So yeah, good. HMP Gloucester. Let's have a quick look. She'll probably tell us anyway, but let's have a quick look at HMP Gloucester. So HMP Gloucester. Oh, it's this place. I remember now. Oh, this is one of the places that charges like fucking Yeah. They're the ones. They don't charge too much, I think, but they only allow reputed companies to operate in their venue. Hence why I'm currently not on any books to go there, including Most Haunted, which makes sense. Lots of different pictures throughout its history. It's a fully fledged prison. Yeah, it's a full-sized, big old prison. Cool. I'll give it a watch. It's not the most exciting midpoint, although they did do like 4 hours of this, so there's got to be something happening.
Hello and welcome to one of the most haunted and paranormally active places in Great Britain. A place that has seen death, fear, pain, suicide and incarceration. A place that is built on the rotting corpses of many prisoners.
Brilliant.
A place to be feared. Welcome to Most Haunted and to Gloucester Prison.
County Jail, the William Blackburn designed Gloucester Prison first opened its cell doors in 1792. And for over 2 centuries it has housed murderers, thieves and the violent of every kind. Gloucester was not just a jail for the convicted to serve their terms, it was also a place of execution.
Fantastic.
Over 120 executions were undertaken in this foreboding place over the years, with many of the condemned still remain buried within the grounds.
Wonderful.
The first executions here were open to the public gaze and held soon after the prison was opened. On Saturday the 14th of April 1792, Charles Ratchford and John Hughes were hanged for a series of highway robberies in and around Westbury upon Trim. Public hangings were the norm in the prison until the 27th of August 1864, when Lewis Goff was executed for murder. After this, all hangings were undertaken in the privacy of the walled courtyard and later an enclosed hanging shed. Public hangings were eventually abolished in 1868. Although there was a short break of some 25 years between May 1839 and June 1864, executions were held up until the last judicial hanging on Wednesday the 7th of June 1939, when Ralph Smith was executed for murder, an appointment carried out by hangman Thomas Pierpoint and his nephew Albert. Albert was arguably to later become the most prolific hangman in Great Britain.
Brilliant. Good for him.
One of the most infamous executions was that of Major Herbert Rouse Armstrong, the only solicitor in the history of the United Kingdom to have been hanged for murder. Originally arrested on the 31st of December 1921 for the attempted murder of a professional rival by arsenic poisoning, he was later charged and tried for the murder of his wife, Catherine, also known as Kitty. The complicated trial offered many different twists and turns, and the evidence offered was circumstantial, so many believed he was innocent. However, the Major was found guilty on the 13th of April 1922 at Herefordshire Hall. Although he protested his innocence to the end, it was to no avail, and he was hanged at Gloucester Prison on the 31st of May 1922 by John Ellis and his assistant Edward Taylor. Ellis claimed his last words were, "Kitty, I'm coming to ye," just before the trapdoor opened.
I'm coming to ye.
During its life, Gloucester Prison has seen riots, violence, death and suicide.
Solid last words, to be fair. I'm on board with the last words.
In 2003, it was named as one of the 20 most overcrowded prisons in the UK, eventually closing its doors to the criminal justice system for good in 2013.
Nice.
With so much death, sadness and despair, no wonder this foreboding place is said to be so haunted.
I'm on board.
Doors slam on empty cells, heavy footsteps walk the corridors and landings, dark figures seen all over the building, and cries heard in the dead of night. Could this be the long dead still imprisoned in their eternal torment? Prisoners trying to communicate with the living, the executed continuously reliving their last moments, or just an old building replaying its horrific past? We have one night to find out.
Okay, let's have some fun. It looks like a prison, which I know sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean, like...
Just about every area of this prison has a ghost story attached to it. From doors slamming all on their own, deranged voices are often heard in the dead of night, footsteps and violent poltergeist activity, which I am not too keen to witness. All of these things have been experienced regularly and makes this place a terrifying place to be.
There's been no end of paranormal and strange happenings that have happened since I've been working here. On regular occurrences, there are doors slamming, there are lights coming on and off which shouldn't, there's a fan upstairs there which keeps coming on and has a mind of its own, and you just really don't know what you're going to see from one day to the next. I'm assuming all the activity and things is somehow generated by the activities that have happened over the last 200 years or so, including obviously all the executions that we've held here. 123 in total people have been hanged here for various crimes.
It's very difficult to describe the feeling you get when you walk on A Wing. Desperation, turmoil, anguish, sadness. They're just a few words that I can adequately describe how I feel just standing here. One of the reasons is because the last 6 people to be hanged in this prison would have spent their last final days and hours in these cells on this middle level. They would have been taken to the final cell at the end and walked through into what's called the hanging shed, where eventually they would have met their maker. And maybe that's one of the reasons why there's so much paranormal activity in this whole prison. Perhaps some of their souls, their spirits are trapped and they can't move on, and they're really angry.
Maybe they are.
When I'm walking around by myself, which is quite often either in the day or night time, there are 2 places where your heart sort of skips a beat as you walk into. So the kitchens,
style,
where we were earlier, and also C Wing, which is a very different wing to this one here. It's all very enclosed, very claustrophobic, very atmospheric, and there's just a feeling as you walk in the door, you go, ugh. And there's no particular reason why I can feel that, but there's something as you walk in there, you can almost feel the presence in there. When I first started to work here, I didn't believe in ghosts or paranormal or anything like that. Over the years, so much stuff has happened to me that I now can't ignore the fact that there is something here that perhaps shouldn't be. So, as I said earlier, I've had doors slamming on a regular basis, no apparent reason, there's no wind through here. All these doors are solid metal with concrete down the middle, so they don't blow in the wind. I've had lights going on and off when they shouldn't. As I said, there's a fan upstairs that also has a mind of its own. There are all sorts of other bits and pieces that happen here. Even somebody had a bottle of water thrown at them when they were downstairs at one point.
That's good.
Also, I host a lot of paranormal tours and things in here at night, and on one of the most recent ones, when we were down in the kitchen, someone had their leg kicked while they were standing in there.
The last public hanging at Gloucester Prison was in 1864, and it was a gentleman called Lewis Goff, and apparently he had murdered his next door neighbour. 10,000 people came out to witness the spectacle.
Understandable.
After that, all the hangings done here were done at 4 different sites within Gloucester Prison, and this allegedly is one of them. This is now the kitchen, but apparently somewhere in this area there would have been one of the sets of gallows, and maybe some of the bodies still remain underneath this floor. No wonder that this particular site and all of the prison, the kitchen area, is a really active place to investigate. So when the lights go off, I certainly won't be coming here on my own. Maybe this is a place for Carl or Stuart, or maybe Greg on his own. I don't know.
Yes, send them
The
all.
worst experience I've had in this prison, and probably the scariest moment in my entire life, was when we had a sleepover here, and we had about 50 people or so in the prison, and one of them was possessed in front of my very eyes. He went absolutely crazy. He was bashing walls with his hands, so there was blood coming out of his hands. He was shouting, swearing, saying he was going to kill us all, and it was just like something out of a horror film, except as far as I'm concerned, it was very much real and live right in front of my eyes. I'm convinced that something had maybe entered him, or certainly affected him in some shape or form, because that was not normal behaviour by any stretch. My advice to Yvette and the rest of the Most Haunted team would be to pack up now while the lights are still on and go home while you still can.
Well, Glenn, we've been to many prisons.
We have that.
Thankfully, we've never had to stay in them for any length of time. This one, though, I have to say, really stands out for me. Not just because of the activity that occurs here, but some of the design. I mean, just look at the architecture. Look at these snakes. And then apparently, if you look, you can see on the balcony there's a lion's paw. And apparently every day the prisoners had come out, and apparently it was to remind them that they, the snake was negative and the lion's paw was suppressing the negativity. I mean, a lot of thought went into that.
And that was really to instill a bit of fear into the prisoners as well, and create that mood, that good will conquer evil every time, and to put that into their psyche. And maybe that might have worked for some of them, not necessarily for everyone, but the results of which might be ingrained into the building, and we'll see if any of that comes to fruition tonight. Yeah.
I mean, there are 3 floors here, and this is A wing, and you can just imagine, can't you, the noise. I mean, it is a really large part of the prison.
Yes.
And the noise, 24/7, constant, chatter, chatter, chatter. It would have driven you absolutely insane.
And of course, the sound does carry now that the place is empty, so that's something we will have to be mindful of. We might
I like a good prison. Prisons always look a bit spooky, just by default, by extension of being a prison, I suppose.
Ordinary sounds, but sounding as though it's emanating from within here anyway. It might not necessarily be paranormal.
Also, now I just wanted to go up here to show you the cells. So this was where they would have spent their last a day or hours before they.
However, I do
hanged.
want them
So
to get
there's
onto the
this
investigating,
cell up here at the
because
top.
that's the good bit.
I mean, as we're walking along this bit here, I don't know, you just get this awful feeling in your stomach, I think. And I'm looking, it's almost like I don't want to look inside the cells. But these last 3 cells are the condemned cells.
Yes. It's a depressing thought, isn't it? And if we, go into the whole investigation tonight with that mindset, then anything that happens is just going to fill you with dread. A lot of it
we
is
don't need Yvette being
psychological,
filled
but
with
that's
dread.
entirely the whole point of the building. It's meant to fill you with dread.
Come and have a look. So this obviously is a fire escape now, and I know it's dark inside here.
Yes.
But this would have been the cell. That would have been the old window that they looked out. Their last glimpses of daylight would have been there. And then they would have walked out. Can you hear something?
It's walking.
Tapping.
But like a metallic tapping. It's not like
I'm sitting perfectly still on this
Listen.
handrail.
There's a windy breeze.
I'm hearing it. We've not heard that all day. That was a proper.
Well, I just put that down to the wind.
We've been here all day.
I
Listen.
I know it's the first time we've heard it. It was very vocal. So.
It's sounding like it's coming in that out there in that corridor there. And it's as soon as we started talking about the condemned cells.
Yes.
I'd argue that there was a, unless I'm being thick.
We've been here all day.
Listen.
I know. Well, I just put that.
We've not heard that all day. That was a proper.
On this
Listen.
handrail.
Right, unless I am being ridiculously stupid, which is potential. That's always an option. Is that not just the wind? I'm going to turn the volume on stream all the way up so you can actually hear that.
Metallic tapping. It's not like I'm sitting perfectly still on this handrail.
That is literally the breeze coming through a vent. There's nothing paranormal about that. That's probably because the wind's picked up at night of it, would be my logical conclusion. Like, I don't really know what else to say other than it's clearly the wind.
That was a fluffer.
Well, I just put that down to the wind.
Yeah.
We've been here all day.
I
Listen.
I know it's the first time we've heard it. It was very vocal. So.
It's sounding like it's coming in that out there in that corridor there. And it's as soon as we started talking about the condemned cells.
Yes.
So I think, you know, and out that way, apparently you can still see it on the other side. That's where they would have met their end.
That was clearly
I've got
wind.
footsteps right underneath my
Can you
feet.
feel
just
it?
now, yeah.
Okay, there are some footsteps as well. I'll give them that. But the fact that they were playing heavily on the wind there annoys me slightly because it was clearly wind.
Hello? How many of you are here, please? Tap out. How many of you are here?
Ten.
It's just going on.
Yeah, about
19.
19 though.
Yeah, it's going
Stopped at 19, yeah.
on and on.
But it
Well, it's not. It stopped at 19.
sounded like a rhythm. It sounded like a Well, it sounded.
She's just dismissed it as going on and on and on when it clearly stopped at 19 as Greg. I want to say he's called Greg. Let me check. Greg. None of those words. I don't know what I've tried to type there, but it ain't any of the things I was supposed to be typing. Who's Greg? That's not Greg. That's a different man. Most haunted. Cast. Let's find the cast quickly. I need to know who that man is. I can't remember his name. On-screen team. Greg Glenn. That's Glenn. He's the skeptic. Glenn Hunt. There he is, Big Glenn. He's a radio producer. That's what we like to see.
Like footsteps that were quite purposeful, almost like it could have been a warden doing his rounds.
Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. But I find it interesting. We've been here all day, and this is the first time we've actually had it, and it's because we've been talking about these 3 cells at the end. I think you're going to get some really
Did something just move behind them?
I think
Or was it just the shadow?
and it's because we've been talking about these. We've been here all day, and this is the first time we've
I
actually
think it was
had
just
it.
the shadow
and it's
I caught.
because we've been talking about these 3 cells at the end. I think you're going to get some really good stuff, particularly in this area. Now, why is that? From your logical point of view, why is it?
This is the thing. There is no logic to it, and that's what fascinates me the most. I've experienced these sounds time and time again, and it's not just a sound. There's a physical vibration. You can feel it. Anyone who's attended a paranormal event and had footsteps or knocking or tapping, they will know, as true as I'm standing here in front of you, that there's a physical vibration. The fabric of the building is being affected. How that is happening, I don't know. I know it is happening. It's very real. But what is it really? No one can really answer that question.
It's getting louder.
It's getting louder. Really strong. Is this a defiance to what I'm saying?
And by the way, that is the wind that we're here.
Oh, she's finally in agreement.
That's enough.
I do have a wide
right
on
behind
this.
me.
Yeah.
I think when the lights are turned off, I think we're all going to feel a little bit. I know I'm going to feel a little bit apprehensive.
I know
You
obviously
always
we're-
feel a little
we're
bit
hearing footsteps
apprehensive.
here, and I know you've been in the kitchen earlier and
Yeah.
how active that's meant to be. I want later on to leave my computer running to see if we can capture any EVP sounds coming
In the
through
kitchen.
tonight.
Yeah,
So I'll just leave
absolutely
that
makes
running on
sense. Yeah.
that. Now it's above us.
That's above us.
Yeah. Anybody up with Stu?
I can't see anything. I've got the camera up there now. There's no one up there.
Can you walk? Can you walk again so we can hear you, but make your footsteps really loud, please?
I think it did. It sounds to me that those footsteps got heavier.
It's got to be, isn't it?
Wow. That was... And what with the wind howling through the building? Right.
It's unsettling, that.
It is unsettling. Okay, so, well, if this is anything to go by, we're going to have a good night.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, come on. I am so lost now.
Yes,
if you were to
amazed.
leave me, there's no way I would find...
See you later.
No way. Now, you see, for instance, this is Sea Wing down here, I do know that, but there aren't any lights on down there.
No.
How creepy does that look?
Now, this one is especially creepy because there are no windows at all, where A-Wing is certainly more open plan. That one lends itself to make you feel perfectly paranoid, if that's a word. I've just invented it if not, but you get the general idea of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, claustrophobic, it just feels awful.
Exactly.
I mean, and down there as well, it just feels absolutely hideous. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that at all. But like, this place is absolutely massive, and there are so many different parts to it, different buildings. It's so easy to get lost. So we've got to, you know, tell each other exactly where we are.
And that's a fear factor in itself, you know, not knowing where you are in a building, especially if you feel you need to get out of somewhere in a hurry because you're feeling claustrophobic. Add on to the paranormal factor as well as the paranoia factor. It's going to make for an interesting recipe tonight.
Yeah, let's go through these double doors here.
Okay.
I've often wondered with places like this, you know, prisons, schools, theatres, because there's been so many people in there, so much activity, so much life, why is it that they are so active when there's nobody here?
It's weird, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
something I would really love to get to the bottom of. It's almost like all that energy has been absorbed by the fabric of the building, and somehow, for reasons which no one can explain, it gets replayed to us. It is that stone tape theory again. I mean, sometimes we hear footsteps, as we heard earlier, and sometimes distant sounds of cheering, or if you're in a school or laughing. Is it just some kind of weird time slip? We're actually hearing something in their real time. I know we're hearing footsteps right now again. Or is it something which is happening to us in our time?
They're getting, again, they are getting a lot of footsteps and a lot of noise. Which, again, weird.
Is there somebody here with us right now? I don't know. I
And
know
the-
it happens.
And the other thing is that lots of people will ask me, you know, what are ghosts? You know, what are they made up of? There are so many different types of ghosts and so many different types of hauntings. We've only just managed to scratch the surface on some of it, and I wish that science would step in a little bit more and try not to poo-poo the paranormal as a kind of, well, sort of a silly little thing. Because I know a lot of scientists do, and I think they should take it a lot more seriously.
There is a genuine phenomenon, and it really needs to be seriously explored. And you know, hopefully we'll get something tonight.
I know. Where the heck are we going now?
Just follow your nose.
Oh, good grief, where is this going? Honestly, it's just never ending. I'm a bit worried, you know, Glenn, about later on.
Well-
I think I need some string attached to me.
Pull you back out.
Oh, I know where we are, I recognise it.
Although we thought we had finished with the walk around, the spirits weren't ready to let us leave just yet,
Brilliant.
and the most haunted, aptly named callback phenomena made itself known once again.
So we're staying still, not moving around, and we're hearing tapping again.
Right, stand still. What's behind you?
Is that one floor up, or is that on this level?
It's hard to tell, isn't it? It sounds like it's coming from above Carl's head.
Really ominous. That sounds awful.
It's quite sinister.
I've not heard that sort of phenomena for a long time, where normally knocking will happen when it's actually close to you. But for it to be so far in the distance and so loud, that's really unusual.
Carl,
It's not like a friendly honk.
No.
it's up there, Carl. It's on that balcony above you.
Now, Simon, you can vouch. There's no one else in this building, is there? Apart from us.
No, there isn't.
Can you hear it, Simon?
I can hear it, yes. Unfortunately, okay.
2 for yes, 1 for no.
That was right above my head.
Holy shit.
Do you worse then?
Cal, I'm just going to walk up there.
We want you to throw things, slam doors, make noises with your voice.
There is no one up here.
That's closer now.
Slam a door. But you can't.
Oh, it says something then.
Slam one of these doors.
Partly.
Well, that's a yes.
Next one, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2.
Yeah, I definitely get a 112B.
That's right under my feet. And I'm wearing soft shoes. These wouldn't make a noise.
Just shuffle.
I did, yeah.
Copy me.
Fucking hell.
Can you sing? This is a little bit probably not your style, but sing along. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you Thank you.
Okay, so, right, ow, twatted my knee. If that's legit, again, I'm going to go back quickly. I'm going to pump the volume up on Streamlabs so it captures that fully.
Oh.
If this is legitimate, and it's not one of the crew pissing about, that is not only an intelligent response to the question, but it's a continued response to the question, and it's a fully interactive response.
Copy me.
Fucking hell.
Can you sing? This is a little bit probably not your style, but sing along. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Now, I will say, you can see all of them, all of their feet. The only person you can't see in this shot, and there might be more people there than just this, but in this shot you can see everybody but Stuart, who is, I think, filming upstairs. But they get full interaction with the song, and it seems to tap along to the beat of the song, and when Yvette stops singing, it continues to the beat.
Thank you.
No one can resist twinkle, twinkle.
They can't, even if you're a hardened criminal.
Are you a criminal?
Come on, let's.
Something just walked away.
That sounded like something was leaving.
Something definitely just walked away.
Come on. Stewie?
Yep.
Come on, let's get going. Let's turn all the lights off and get ready to rumble, as they say.
So, everyone here, what do you think of that? What's everyone's thoughts on the little sing-song we just witnessed? Because quite frankly, that was kind of incredible. Yeah, it was kind of really good. I don't really know what else to say to that. That was If it's not fake and it's legitimate, again, then I don't really have words for it.
Wow, really?
Yeah, that's what we do.
Well, I ain't going anywhere on my own. That was fun.
With such great phenomena happening in front of a witness, we wanted to know what Simon thought.
Did you see it and you think?
Yeah, that was so clear. It started off up there and then moved around. I think you'll vouch for this as well, Sam. But it ended up under my feet at the end of that.
But that's the thing. When we get that under people's feet, the great thing is obviously you put your camera on it.
Yeah, I think it's the key thing there. If it isn't fake, it's basically incredible proof of the paranormal. And the thing that kind of makes me buy it more is the fact that I now am a confident believer in the paranormal, based on activity we experienced at the Ancient Ram Inn. So now that I know there are things that can't be explained myself firsthand, I will say I am more open to other people's experiences like this, because I know it can happen.
But there is only two options for that. Either it's paranormal or someone is underneath you with a dirty great big broom underneath you, because if the floor's moving, it's got, and we know Simon's can vouch for the fact that there is no one else here. He's in on here. Obviously we're here, but we're accounted for on camera.
Yeah.
And it walked away. The last bit was, it seemed to be from here.
That's the other thing. The last bit we heard there were footsteps moving away from their current location.
It just went.
Yeah, it didn't sound like it went down. It just sounded like it went off.
Well, yeah, it just went off.
Yeah, because I made a point of standing and looking at all of your feet and none of you were moving,
No,
and I could still hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good night.
Bring it on!
Good, Simon. Yeah.
As so much had already happened, we were all eager to start the investigation into the hauntings at Gloucester Prison.
I apologise.
We start our investigation in A Wing. The ghosts of Gloucester Prison had seemingly already started to reveal themselves to us. So I decided to start the investigation in one group. As the old idiom says, safety in numbers.
It is. When I put my torch like this, it's so dark.
The only thing I can see is quite eerie from Greg's face and Stuart's face. You just see the light bouncing back from the. You find that?
It's horrendous. Should we walk a bit further?
It's a whole new persona of this place now, isn't it?
Do you know, why do I feel like this is like alive? You know when you start,
I know.
you start alive.
So this would have been the main entrance to this wing here. Look at the size of those doors.
Yeah.
And can you imagine hearing this? This is what you hear. You know all of that and banging and clattering of the doors, and that's it. You're never ever going out again.
And they won't notice.
No, I know. There you go. So how do we all feel? How do you feel, Carl?
I've got to say, Stuart and I have been here before. We've done an investigation, and it was petrifying. I have to say, it was one of the most petrifying investigations I've ever done. It's the first time I've ever been taken off my feet through shock. So for me, I'm apprehensive, and from what was happened already today with us hearing knocks and walking and stuff. Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm really excited. I can't wait. It's probably one of the best prisons in the whole of the country for this. It really is. It's so active.
What about you, Greg?
First time here, so I'm very new to all of this,
I'm
unlike
just
you
gonna knock
guys.
the volume
But
down
from
a
what
bit.
we've been hearing earlier on, I'm hoping that's just the start of what's going to be a very active night.
Okay, Stewie?
At the moment, I'm good. I'm really, really excited about what's going to happen. But Carl said it all before when we were here last time. Things went on, and when I started doing the GVs earlier on, things were happening, but I've not mentioned anything. At the moment, I'm good, but when I go on my own, I think it might be a different ballgame, but really excited to be back here again.
I'm excited to see what Stu gets.
And Fred. What
Oh, Fred's here. I didn't recognise him because he's not wearing a trench coat.
feelings of this place?
The feelings here are quite, I think we're going to have a good night here tonight because there's a lot of hangings here, men and women, both like a lot of hangings here. A lot of very big cases where, in fact, one hanging there was 4 done at once.
Really?
Yeah, when they used to hang them over the front doors, they used to be above the front doors, and then they moved it somewhere else. There's a lot of places where they were hanged in here, so that'll be interesting to see what we pick up there.
And will you be doing some of your summoning to get things happening?
I will, and the other thing is, if we pick up anything on the Ouija board, I've got a list of everybody that was hanged here.
I love it when things like that happen, if we get the right names. What about you, Glenn?
I'm very excited, as you know. I love phenomena when it happens and there's no genuine explanation for it, no rational explanation. So I want the shit to hit the fan tonight. That's what I'm really hoping for. So fingers crossed it's going to be very active.
Okay, and I'm just going to say, I'm shitting myself. Right, let's do this one.
Good, good.
Was that it?
Yes! Come on. I think basically everybody summed up exactly what I've just been thinking.
Yeah, I think you've got the benefit of that, which does help
Call
to
out, see if we get anything.
slightly boost.
If there's anybody here,
Fucking hell, woman.
if there are any people here, you passed on to the other side. Some of you might not want to move on.
Why is she so loud, man?
If you can see us and hear us, make your presence known. Slam some doors, throw things, touch us, shout, whistle. Do your worst. Come and play with us.
It's gone very cold. It has, isn't it? And you know, if you look, you know how dark it's looking into the abyss. There is, you can't see anything. There's no pinpoint of light. There's nothing down there.
Listen.
It's strange, you know, when you look through here, this looks like any of the other prisons we go to, but the feeling is completely different. There's a stronger feeling here than I felt at, say, Shrewsbury or any of the
I can't deal with the volume changes when different people speak.
Really oppressive. Yeah. And I wonder whether...
There it is again. Sorry.
I'm shaking.
Sorry.
Where are you hearing it, Yvette? Because I'm hearing noises from upstairs.
Well, it's down that direction. It's almost like something is moving or talking.
There's somebody up there.
They're on the move.
What do you see?
Right, let's go in here. Hello?
So this,
condemned cell.
it is, yes.
The only thing is there's a spiral staircase, so somebody could have gone up or gone down.
You would have heard the footsteps.
Stu?
Yes, I'm coming.
No, whereabouts are you, mate?
I'm just coming up the top of the stairs now.
Just stay there. Can you look? Make sure no one comes down the bottom part of this.
Sure.
Come on with me, Greg.
Shall we stay here?
Yeah, just because if anyone was in here, I can put the torch on. Any other place they could have gone up? You'd have heard them, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And this is a noisy staircase just coming up. I can hear our footsteps. That would echo down as well.
There are, but that's locked up there, so you can't get
Yeah, so you can't get out of that. That's for the roof, but it's all locked. There's nobody else in the building. The only other guy in the entire prison, surrounded by however tall the wall is sitting in the base room.
Right, guys. Obviously, just checked, there's no one up here.
Turn that down a bit on Streamlabs.
So whatever there was I saw,
No.
a proper figure. I just, you know when we heard stuff,
And then I'll turn this up a bit. There we go.
I just thought someone was standing up here. That's what I thought.
Show yourself.
You hear a whistle?
Did anyone whistle then?
No. I heard a whistle down that end.
Just had a click over there.
above?
No, we're all stationary.
Carl is above you, he's stood still, I have him on camera.
Right,
just
you
had some
heard
massive
that.
footsteps.
Footsteps above us.
Did you not hear them all that?
No, we didn't hit
I can hear it
tapping.
now.
Can you hear that?
It's very faint. I'm not sure whether
I
we'd be
can
picking it
hear
up on
that.
camera.
Here or down there?
It sounds like it's coming from the floor above us, but
There.
it's a slow pacing sound.
Footsteps, as if you're walking now, Carl.
I've got
Standing still.
got Carl full length in shot, no movement.
I'm going to walk now.
That's a completely different sound.
Is there somebody here that was executed in this place?
Heavy footsteps.
Is that in the room behind you, Carl?
Just sounds above us on this walkway.
This is me walking.
No, it was where Carl was.
That's where I was.
You were executed here, yes?
That was my foot.
How many of you were executed here? How many?
Could be here a while.
That's 6. It's very, very quiet, but it's there.
It is consistent.
Yeah.
You just did another 6.
That was a 6.
Yeah.
So were there's 6 executed from this, I'm sure he said.
Oh, that's right up there. That's up there.
That was 10.
Can you copy me?
Whoa,
What was that?
you hear it?
Yeah.
It came from inside.
Was that one of us replying?
Hey?
Was that one of us replying?
No.
Did you do 2 sets of whistles of it, or just the one?
Just the one.
There was a reply to that.
I'll do it again. It's copying me, not.
The knocks are copying her whistles.
It is.
I can hear that down here.
Yeah.
Can you? I would say that was on up here somewhere.
It's actually copying me. It's actually.
Each nose is out.
I'm doing a Beatles song and it's actually joining in with me.
Still doing it.
It does seem to be.
Sorry.
Oh my god, it's continuing to do it.
Yeah.
You know I love you. I'll always be true. So please, let me do. It's
Fred's having the
actually-
time of his life there.
That is why? Do you like the Beatles? It's not.
Again, the same with Twinkle Twinkle Little Star earlier. If that's legitimate, then it's mental. If they legit caught that with no build up or anything, then I don't have a logical explanation for it. There isn't one. There isn't. There isn't anything. There's just no logical explanation for that phenomenon. It's not something I've seen in other locations. I've never really seen that tried before. But assuming that it's not them faking it, which again, it could be. Thanks for popping in, mate. Have a nice rest of your day. That's mental, though. But it carried on the song when she stopped singing as if it knew it. It was aware of it, which is mad.
Yes or no? It's just.
Is somebody fucking around?
It's just playing with us.
There's nobody else in the building with us.
No.
Wait, Delia, the last person to be, I can't remember the last person to be hanged, but I mean, hanging stopped in the UK in 1964.
1964, the Beatles wouldn't have kicked off by then, would they?
So would anyone, no one would have been hanged. When did the Beatles do that?
Love Me Do, 1963.
1939 was the last hanging.
Well, it could have been a Beatles fan that got hanged in it.
I think, 1963.
Not for being a Beatles fan, obviously.
Oh, that's please,
Well,
wasn't it? So
they deserve that to be there.
I can look it up. They deployed at 11 didn't do anything.
It did in 1917.
Yeah, and then they blew up Please Please Me, and they both went on.
That's right.
Thank you for that.
Well, why don't try something different? Try a different art. Try Elvis. Take the piss. Bang out some Jailhouse Rock or something.
If you died here, we'd love to know more about you.
Oh, tap, tap.
Are you from the 1960s?
Right, what's that? That was down.
Was that up here or down there? It was on that side, on your side, Carl. But I'm not sure whether it was this level or one below. Is that, what did you hear?
It's like a door slam
Yeah.
down here. Should we go down?
Yeah.
We'll join you. It's great, you can see loads with the night vision on, but then when you turn the night vision off, it doesn't look as inviting, does it?
Well, they've actually got some light, which is different to usual.
It's just so black.
Did you just whistle?
No,
Well, that wasn't Yvette.
it's just so black.
Did you just whistle?
No,
Somebody just whistled.
That wasn't me.
No, that was us. And then it just, yes,
I heard-
straight back.
I heard you whistle. Can you go?
Well, that was Yvette.
I heard it.
Was it Stormy Sunshine?
Nothing.
When that wind howls through the thing, it's not creepy. We haven't been in any of the cells yet.
Not yet.
Nothing tapped along to that song, which is weird because it did to the Beatles song she sang.
Do you know what I'm constantly thinking of? I'm seeing things in the darkness, just, I don't know, my eyes, just moving, just like
Yeah.
a fleeting shadow,
Yeah.
flittering in front of.
Can you throw something or slam a door? If you like us and want us to be here, then let us know.
Was there a high-pitched ping?
There was definitely a ding.
Yeah.
Just check it wasn't anybody's phone or anything like that.
Phones are all in the crew room or on flight mode.
I've got mine, but it's on silent.
Mine's turned down.
Come on, make a noise, please. Come and talk to us.
I think it's time we split up.
I think myself, Carl and Glenn will go into C Wing, and the rest of you, why don't you stay here and take sort of the length of the ground floor, yeah?
Cool.
Great
All right.
Whose camera shall I take?
Yeah.
Right,
All right,
good
let's
luck.
go on there. Enjoy.
Great. How you feeling, sweetie? Yeah.
I'm glad you know where the hell you're going, because I'm going this one. Yeah.
Careful on this.
Hello? Is there anybody here? Come on, you're being very fucking quiet! Come on! I'll shit myself! And that'll be good for you guys. You can have a good laugh.
She's brave when there's three of us together.
Oh yeah.
Bastard, why did I say that? I hate this.
The
This is
immediate
horrible.
regret is
This
quite
is the
insane.
worst.
Please don't anything bang now. I mean, yes, we wanted to bang, but...
Well, slam the door in our faces. But you can't.
Yep.
Which way?
I'm gonna start. Put my torch on.
Got it. Okay, so it splits into three. So left, right, and then straight down the middle.
Well, should we have a wander down here then?
Yep.
I've not been down this
resistance.
section, so I don't know what's here.
First time for me. I didn't even come down here for GVs earlier.
Intriguing.
So Stu, you've been here before, haven't you?
Yeah.
Cool. So we'll take your lead. You know where you're going.
Once, I mean, I don't know where I'm going. That's the thing. I've not covered it all.
This was open till 2013, wasn't it? It's only 7 years ago.
Padded south.
That sounds interesting. Let's check that out.
Lovely squeaky door there.
It's a nice ominous ring, isn't it? Don't go locking me in. This just seems like a concrete wall to me, so all the fun seems to be taken out of this.
Oh look, there's shit on the wall there.
Nice.
Mould.
That was it.
Thank God.
But in all seriousness, I mean, all the cells that we're going to go in, they wouldn't have had no dirty protests
I'm guessing.
in here anyway. You know, I'm not trying to be a smart ass and bring the investigation down by doing that, but it's a fact. That's what went on. In all these cells, over the hundreds, you know, since the 1600s it's been here.
They used to throw it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's have a look further and we'll start. Shall I start calling out? I know, do you
Yeah,
want to do
absolutely.
a bit, Fred?
It's up to you.
I'll ask out now. It's just a storage room, that. Once we find out.
I think these were originally cells, and a lot of them have just been repurposed for storage since it's been decommissioned. It's like the, I mean, the thing that was interesting for me was when you actually see what was the last execution cell is now just a stairwell.
What is that?
That's back down the far end of A wing. So essentially, where the spiral staircase is, that's where they would have spent their last night.
It must have been horrendous. Hello? Can you make a noise? Can you slam something, bang on something?
How tiny they are.
The cells are
so small.
horrifically small.
I mean, it's tiny.
Locked corners, hours, all the days.
Imagine being in there for years, unable to
Listen,
leave,
did you hear that?
What do you hear?
Did you whistle, Glenn?
forced to just stay there.
My jacket.
No, it was a proper whistle.
No, I didn't hear that.
Okay?
What is that?
What?
There's movement down the end there.
I can see something. Tell me what you can see on the camera card.
I can't see anything.
Just say that.
I need to go to. I can't see anything on there.
Oh, that's what it is. It's a reflection of
Oh,
that.
okay.
I
Oh,
can
okay,
see
the glass.
Sorry, I
Makes
thought you
sense.
thought you.
No, I just thought it looked like a shape. What did you hear?
Prisons are just weird anyway at the best of times.
like-
though.
Like somebody's moving around.
That's what I heard earlier on.
Oh, crumbs. Instant headache. As soon as I walked in here, I've got an instant headache.
Brilliant.
As soon as I
Lovely
walked through there,
mountains.
I could.
Let me see.
Well, they're the same size cells.
They are,
How
that's
are you
true.
guys feeling?
Well, I don't know if it's psychological, but I've had a headache come on just now as well. But it's like the
It's
temperature.
frontal. frontal headache, which is
pushing in. Did you just sigh?
Yes, I did.
Right, that's all right then.
Jane.
What?
Sorry, just Jane. A letter to Jane. Does that mean anything to somebody here?
I heard that.
I heard that.
What was that? Somebody talking?
Yes.
Like a whistle.
I thought that was Carl sighing again.
A letter to Jane. I've had in my head. Something to do with a letter to Jane. Was it not sent? Was it not sent? Does that make sense? Give us a sign, a noise to let me know that that's right.
Not getting much here in the way of responses.
Can you not hear anything, Glenn?
Nothing in the corridor.
It's a very distant, quiet walking. There it is
Yeah,
again.
it was, but it came like it was coming from there.
There it is again. And again. Can you not hear that?
It's not coming from out here. No, it's coming from in there. I can hear it in there.
It's weird. It's very weird.
It was like it was here.
Just before we came in here, Glenn, I need to ask, what did you hear?
It was like a, well, kind of. It was a breathy.
Tapping. There it is. Hello.
It's a
Because that's
very
what I heard.
faint
It sounded like someone was talking.
Yes, that's what I heard. Are you the person, something to do with a letter to Jane? Can you hear that now?
There's a lot of
Right. Is it the song that you like? Or is it an actual letter that you were trying to send to somebody called Jane? Right.
That's on the wall.
So it's something to do with, some connection to do with a Jane. This makes no sense to me. You see now, as we know, I'm not psychic, but I think in certain atmospheres,
You're not quite
everybody
Derek.
can just close their eyes and something can come in, whether it's a phrase, an image, a word.
Imagine if Derek
and
were here.
sometimes it does connect with the location.
So rather than it being just a random thought, you think that whatever it is you
Sometimes.
thought has been projected to you?
I think so, yeah. And that doesn't make me I think everybody is capable of doing it. It's whether you want to do it or
A
not.
sixth sense then?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So with me saying, I just got a letter to Jane in my head, and as soon as I said that, we get tapping, don't we? Almost like confirmation that yes, that's what I was putting out.
Yeah.
But we won't get.
I don't know how I feel about the idea of everyone being a bit psychic. I feel that people are open to oddities and strange events, noises, activities, that sort of thing. I don't necessarily know if I think it's quite as prevalent as Yvette is claiming there, but I know what she means.
I wish we could. What was that?
Before I pointed there because I heard this in my right ear when you were talking.
I wonder if the camera picks it up.
Yeah. Is there somebody in this room with us now? In this cell? If there is, please can you give us a sign, just a noise? Did you hear my echo then? Bloody
Say noise again.
noise.
Yeah, it was noise.
Wow. Very, very echoey. We have to watch for that.
Yeah.
Hello to any spirits here at Gloucestershire Prison. My name's Stuart.
I'm Fred.
And I'm Greg.
We're currently standing in B Wing at the moment and we're up near the showers. Hopefully you'll be able to see the three of us, but there's not just the three of us here because we have other people elsewhere in the prison as well. You don't need me to tell you where they are. I'm sure you can already see them. And I'm sure there's more than one spirit here with us. There must be a plethora of ghosts and poltergeists. Yeah.
Why?
Can you copy this?
many of you are here with us
It
now?
did, very faint.
Said a giggle.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where did it sound?
Around
Here.
Carl.
Is this Jane? Was it a man's giggle, a child's giggle, a woman's giggle?
I'll say a woman's giggle.
Who is here in this room with us? How many of you are here in this room with us now? Come on. It's like they're only giving us a little bit.
Yeah, it's
And then
not helpful, is it?
No, they're giving us a little bit and then they're going, no, you're not having any more.
But this is, bear in mind, this is just the start of the evening, isn't
I know.
it? So
Yeah,
what
this
do you
is.
think?
We've still got 3 hours worth of this to go.
Right now, when we started doing Most Haunted all those years ago, yeah, we never got knocks, bangs and stuff. Here we are on the first vigil. We've got walking, we've got noises, we've got whispers, we've got what we think people are talking. We started listening an hour ago.
We have objects flying, and I'm convinced the more we're doing as a collective, somehow maybe whatever energy collectively we're pushing out is coming back to us tenfold.
I think they can
The
potential
more we're
that.
doing, the more intense the activity is becoming.
I think it says more about the team.
Yeah.
You call out, Carl.
If you're here, we know you are, there were 3 of us here, and we all respect you, and we'd all love to communicate with you. Is there any way, if you can whisper, and it was you whispering to bring us in here, can you tell us why? Or just reveal yourself to us?
Why what? What's the question?
I just keep going, Jane, 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 Jane.
There was a noise there. I don't know if they didn't react to it.
I wonder if I could stick that on there.
It's a bit high.
Maybe not. Hang on. Oh, cross that out. I'm just wondering whether we can get. There we go. Okay. Let's get both shots on. Should we try it? Yeah. Kind of. On there. So, we're not here to harm you or ridicule you. And if you know you've passed, or if you don't know you've passed, still say hello.
Again, one thing I don't like about that is it's a hell of a way to find out if the spirit didn't know they were deceased. And Carl just comes along now and tells them.
Can you even see us?
Or Greg, or whatever the fuck he's called, Gary. Probably one of them.
Nothing.
Nothing, not even a squeak, a murmur, a tap.
Just when you think you're getting close to whatever it is.
Very quiet all of a sudden.
I believe that something may happen as the night wears on.
I've got to keep changing
They
the
know we're
audio when
here.
we switch to Stu.
They know we're here. It's just when they're ready to do something, isn't it, Fred?
Yeah. If you're here, come forward, come and see us.
One of them.
We're not here to hurt you, we're here to make you feel better. We may be able to get you back to a better place.
You tell him, Fred.
I don't think you want to be stuck here forever and ever and ever. We can get you back to a better place if you want to go.
Having said that, some of the prisoners liked being in prison, didn't they? They'd go out, they'd commit a crime,
That's true.
and they'd come back because that's the only way of life they know.
Being institutionalised.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's regroup.
Okay. This place, is it? Walking backwards, it's even area. God. Through that way to be done.
Oh, see, I wouldn't have a clue.
Those doors are heavy, and
Yeah.
that's what I find exciting about the prospect of these slamming shut.
Okay, yeah, and they make a noise.
Yeah.
They are loud.
They're just so heavy.
A bit too loud for my little ears to handle, to be honest, at this time of night.
far end, I think.
Listen to how quiet it is. Or you can hear them in the background. Yeah. Oh! Tapping right under my foot. I can feel it under my feet.
It sounds up there.
Oh, no.
Hello? You can hear me? Tap twice. Thank you.
That was twice. That was 2 taps.
Do you mean us harm? 2 for yes, 1 for no? Yes.
You're not very good at it, are you?
Yes.
You're not. You're not doing anything. You're just knocking. You can't argue against the facts. You're just knocking. You're not doing anything.
Listen to that wind.
I know.
Howling. It's getting louder.
More louder knocking. Can you slam a cell door? You can impress me by slamming a cell door close to me now.
Do something to the others. Oh my God, I can really feel that under my feet. That's loud.
Got a draft in my face now.
Do something to Stuart, Fred, and Greg. Do something to them now.
She loves.
Go
she
on.
Loves getting the spirits to attack other
Scare
people,
them to
not
death.
her.
Good friend you are.
Only because I know they'd say it about me.
They probably would too.
Come on, let's go.
Is a sign. They are done.
Let's go and meet them. Let's go on this level, I guess.
I mean, there's a sign on the wall, but I'm not sure because the infrared light wouldn't have lit it up. Is that a bit of a tape about this one there with a torch and it's gone to sleep?
It's not
Is
me.
that me?
No.
Huh?
Was that them? What was that?
Yeah, we're moving down here.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, we're just coming to join up with you.
Stop shouting.
Good to go down
I'm
there.
very wary all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on. I'm very wary all of a sudden of my head.
Oh, well, there's nothing to stop anything from falling here, so that's
I
very
swear to God. I've just got this funny feeling that something's going to drop.
It didn't even occur to me that there wasn't.
Was that you guys?
Where the fuck was
Well, they're over. No, they're over there. That's come from over there. Anything?
Nothing I can see. Do it again.
The tapping's really loud here. Are you going to throw something at someone's head? Yes.
Guys,
Yeah.
just watch your heads.
Watch our heads.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I just...
What is down there?
Don't leave me on the own.
Sorry, I've just seen.
What have you seen?
Again, I just thought I saw a person standing here.
It always seems to just...
Where was that door slamming from?
I don't know. Let's go down and meet
down the
the
other
others.
end so we're not interfering with you.
Huh?
We'll go down the other end so we're not interfering with
Well,
you.
no, sorry guys. Let's regroup, shall we?
Okay.
We'll come down and meet you.
Yeah, okay.
Did you slam the door before? No. Did you hear that?
Watch our heads.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I just...
That is weird. I don't know what that would be.
Yeah.
Weird means.
I just...
Watch our heads.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
I just...
So we all heard that.
Yeah. I did ask for the door to be slammed. I just wanted it to be nearer to me.
The night is young. Last time you asked for a chair to be thrown at you, it actually was, and almost killed you.
So when did that happen? I've missed that.
Yeah, you guys.
Nothing major, anything
No,
here?
no. When you said watch your head, what did you mean?
Well, I just had this feeling, and that in A wing and C wing, where the way's a bit open, to just watch yourselves, because I've got this feeling something could be dropped from a height. And then when I said, are you going to throw something at one of our heads, it tapped loudly twice.
Well, bring it on, as long as it's Glenn's.
Right, let's
That's all I can say. I think Glenn deserves it.
Okay, we'll stop. Let's split up.
Let's get back.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Poor bastard Glenn.
We needed to cover as much of this vast prison as we could, so we split into 3 groups. Carl took Stuart and Fred to A wing, Glenn and Greg went to the workshop, whilst I went to the hospital wing, alone.
Brave, I'll give her that.
Okay. Well, I'm here on my own. And I'm going inside there. Sorry, I'm out of focus. I'm not at all happy about this. One bit. Right, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Right. I don't have a clue what the hell is inside here. The fuck?
It's a good start. That was a cat.
I can hear voices.
That was a cat.
I think they're on the street.
That was
Did you
absolutely
hear the door
a cat.
banging inside? Oh my god. I'm shaking. For fuck's sake.
Do you know what? This is taking years off my goddamn life, this is. And I can't see anything.
Oh, Carl. Hear the footsteps up there then? Above us to your left now there, Carl. Here, yeah. I've got my camera up there now, just where I've just heard, sounding like footsteps. Whistling.
Who's whistling?
That wasn't me, I was talking at the time as a whistle.
Sounded like down there, isn't it?
Again. I know it's psychosomatic, probably.
Look at the footsteps again. Yeah, yes, I've got it.
You just feel horrible.
It's a funny old place, this. It looks the same as every other prison, but it's not.
From the outside. The thing is, this, like, so many other prisons sort of jump up on the try and create their own history. This doesn't need to. This has got so much. I mean, we are on. We're treading when we walk around here. The corpses of executed prisoners or prisoners that died here.
This is true. They are.
Do you know
walking
where the
around.
cell is, where they would have spent their last night?
Listen to that. That sounds like it's down there.
I've just pointed down at the same time, Fred, as you pointed down there.
Oh, it's so dark.
Yeah, so obviously I can see quite a bit because I've got the infrared light on, but just for those people at home, I'll just turn the infrared light off, and this is essentially what Glenn can see.
Right. I'm gonna
there you go, just to
the
give you
torch off now.
So yeah, it's pretty dark, and that's with the infrared back on again. So watch yourself. There's some shelves on the left-hand side, and what looks like some cages on the right-hand side.
Brilliant.
Now I believe, having spoken to Simon, the curator, earlier on, that somebody actually died in here of a machine-related incident.
Fantastic.
When it was a working prison.
When it was a working prison and a working workshop at the time, so I'm not sure whereabouts it was, but if we go through and see what else we can see. And then I think there's another room through at the far end. So there's some, I don't know what, it's just equipment, isn't it? Yeah, there's a few of those around, isn't there? Like little pipes and stuff sticking up out the ground and doors leading into nowhere and stuff.
Tripping hazards, as we call them.
What the hell is in here?
Hello? Hello? Oh my God. I can't see. I actually cannot see a thing.
I'm gonna have to take my torch out. Okay. So I think I'm actually pointing the bloody torch at myself. I'm all of a dinner. What's round here? Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Right, so these are some sinks of some kind. I heard a door banging before I even came in. I don't even know what's in here. So this would have been the hospital wing. What the hell?
Go on a bit.
What the fuck? Oh my God. I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this behind here because I am so frightened of getting trapped. Come on, stay there, stay there. Right. Okay. Hello? Is there anybody here? Oh God. It's turning it round. Is there anybody here? I can hear water dripping.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a cistern or a toilet going. Okay, that's the X-ray department. Okay, I've no idea where I'm going. I'm absolutely blind. I have no idea.
She doesn't know where she's going in case anyone can't tell.
Oh my God, this is so grim! This is so flipping grim. I cannot tell you.
She doesn't seem to be having a good
Sweating
time.
buckets. This is like horror movie 101. Can you make a noise? Can you slam a door? I'm frightened to go too far forward because I can't remember.
What was that?
Fuck. No way. No way. I'm sorry. I ain't going any further. I'm going back. No way. I just heard dragging. That's
You
not
did,
happening.
I agree
I am
with
not
you.
going in there. Now I'm lost. I'm not going. You can get stuffed. That's me done. Fuck that. Sorry. No way. I will take somebody else back in there, but I am not going there on my own. You must be joking. I know that I'm the only person in this medical hospital wing, and I have just heard, you will hear it on camera, dragging noise. I'm frightened to go too far forward because I can't remember. I'm frightened to go too far forward because I can't remember. I'm frightened to go too far forward because I can't remember. Get stuffed. There's no way I am going in there on my own. I will go with somebody else, but I'm not going back in there on my own.
I can't necessarily blame her.
Jesus, I mean, that was so loud. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I really can't. I want to find Glenn or Carl and get them back in there. There was somebody in there. Holy shit. I'm so sorry. I just can't do it. I'm too frightened.
I think that's fair.
I'll have to go back in there. I'm not going on my own. I'll have to find someone. I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus.
The other thing you've got to think of, and you don't really, unless you really think about it, all the people that were hanged in here, men and women, they were actually hanging on the rope in this place.
Yeah.
And you don't realise that,
They
you know,
were.
you could walk along and see someone hanging there if that was the way they did it, but they didn't. But imagine all those people that died in here.
There's another whistle. There's another whistle there. Listen.
Stopped.
It was like that's sort of like a steam.
Yeah, those people were killed. They didn't die. They were killed, weren't they, in here?
Yeah. I mean, judicially executed for a pretty horrible crime, I imagine.
But it's still someone taking their life, isn't it?
So where is that room then, Carl?
At the end here, Stu.
Is it still original or has it changed?
No, there's a spiral staircase in there.
Hello? I'm hearing what might have just been the wind.
Yeah, that was perfectly timed.
Yeah.
Is there anybody in here?
Again, wind noise is off.
It feels colder in here than it did outside.
Yeah. But that could just be, I mean, I'm not an expert in thermodynamics, but that should just be the fact of it's a stone building with no heating inside and it's just in a permanent shadow.
Yeah. Where have you gone? There you are. Have you got a really strong metallic smell emanating around the room? You know when you were at school and you went into the metalwork room?
Yeah, but that makes sense being where we are, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So
but it's still there though.
like an oily sort of texture that you can taste.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I know.
I am getting that. So if there is anybody or anything here, could you give us some indication that you are here? And if so, where you are? So there's some great machinery in here.
Is it?
Yeah, some crazy stuff just on the walls.
Can't see a thing.
Throw your torch on for a second. There's like
A pillar drill.
yeah. Oh, look at you knowing all the tech. There's loads of stuff. Calling out to the spirits of anyone who may have been injured here or killed. So yeah, there's one of them.
Don't want to put your hand in there, do you?
Definitely not. A couple of those pillar drills, as you say. So calling out to any spirits of any entities, prisoners, anyone who was injured here or possibly killed here.
Table saw.
If you're here, could you give us some indication you're here? Could you make a noise?
I'm going with table saw.
Did it just get thrown there, or was that a leak? Because it's not raining.
I didn't hear
I
any.
heard something fall to the floor.
The floor doesn't look wet. I'm not seeing any pools of stuff. So I don't think so. Was that you making that noise? If so, could you do it again for us, please?
Can you throw something at me and Greg?
Mainly at Glenn.
Mainly at me, I don't give a shit.
The good news is that there's a solid ceiling above us, so there's nothing that can come crashing down on you from 3 stories up.
What was this room? This was a...
This room on this level was the last room they'd have spent there last
Oh, I
night
see.
before.
Yeah, right.
And they would have walked, there would have been a doorway here.
Yeah.
Wow.
From here.
To the gallows.
Yeah, I mean, generally they'd have had something in front of the doorway. A lot of people wouldn't have known that the gallows were right next to it.
Mm.
So they would have been, they'd have slept here, they'd have got up in the morning, the executioner would have walked in, pinioned their arms.
Yeah.
And as that happened, the guards would have moved
Mm.
the thing, and then the gallows would have been already prepared.
So we're in the ether, if you like, then of what they were in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what makes you feel so. It makes it so real when you think like that. It's incredible when you think we're standing in the place where they were waiting to be killed. And it is killed, you know. I know they were hanged and it was all done legally and everything, but they were still
the
killed.
whistle.
Killed, yeah.
Yeah.
That was another whistle then as Fred
Yeah, I
was
heard
talking.
It. I heard it, yeah. Was that behind me, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
Something other than something natural.
Yeah.
Now, I'm just going to clear something up for everyone at home. Those whistles aren't the wind
No.
outside, even though there is some wind outside, but it's not causing it to make a whistling sound inside here.
No.
I like how he brings his book
Is
along
it
every
worth
time.
asking out
You
then?
see, we've just been quiet and there are no whistles.
It's when we're talking.
Can you copy this? There you go.
There we go. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. What the fucking hell? I don't know where to pan the camera. I don't know where to pan it.
There was something on the top there.
That sounds from there.
Right, I'm gonna stand still and let you guys do the talking.
It ended here in this cell, above this cell. Well, it bounced across and ended up here.
But there was something down the bottom. There was something at the top, there was something down the bottom, there was something on our level.
Whatever it was, it ricocheted on both walls, and
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
it ricocheted around like a bullet.
The last hit it did was up there in that corner.
So I was going to put my torch on.
What were we talking about then when that
It's
happened?
like a rock or something, a bit of brick.
What did we say anything then of any importance to make that happen? Absolutely. I said, is it worthwhile calling out? Is it worthwhile us calling out and then something else and then
No,
that happened?
Carl whistled, and then after that happened. Didn't it?
We heard a whistle.
We heard a whistle, that's right.
The whistle, and that's when it happened.
Correct, well done. We heard a whistle. Right, we need to figure out what the fuck has just gone on. Because whatever's been thrown, that could have been thrown at our heads and we could have died.
I'll tell you
Literally.
what, there's something bad here because that's making me feel really bad.
Is it?
Yeah,
Because Yvette said, protect your heads.
that's right, yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
She did say
Why
that.
would she
I
say
watched
that?
myself.
I mean, I don't know if I'm right. It sounded as though it went bang, bang, bang. It ricocheted everywhere.
Why would Yvette say protect our heads? Did she have
Well, that would
a
have
dream or
just something,
something?
She said she felt it. She
Right,
felt it.
okay.
But I thought there was something on the top there, but there was something on the bottom and something on our level, all at the same time. It was
Yeah,
like there were
it must have
three
been 2 or 3, yeah.
bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Or bang, 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 I guess.
Right, okay. Do that again then.
I don't
It,
think
it sounded like a solid object. It sounded like it didn't,
definitely.
like
It
a
was like a stone or something.
yeah, a stone or brick or something solid. I don't think it was anything metal.
If there's anybody here, can you do that again? Can you throw something? Can you throw something?
Right, I've got you guys in shot there.
I'm going to keep under here in case it doesn't on the head.
Hit me on the head, you bastard.
What? It was this level, wasn't it? Or did it? Actually, it sounded like it.
It sounded to me like
Fucking hell, what was that?
it sounded like it was on that level, the bottom.
What? What's that?
What was that bang?
It was a door, but I don't know where it came from.
I can hear Yvette.
I went in this
Hey, what do you mean you can hear it
What was that?
from?
What was that bang?
It was a door, but I don't know where it came from.
I can hear Yvette.
There was a
Hey,
distant
what do you mean you can hear that?
I can hear Yvette.
noise of
Guys,
some
carry on.
description. I don't quite know.
All right,
There it
okay.
was again.
I can hear Yvette. You guys carry on. I'm gonna...
All right, okay.
Twice it did that. They've not acknowledged it.
Something's happened to Yvette.
Oh, it was Yvette calling for
Oh
Carl.
yeah, he's just gone off to her now. Right, what the fuck? Yeah.
Right, of course.
I don't like the feel of this, Stuart, especially up this end here. I think we should go up the top here.
Yeah,
Do you think?
yeah.
Or not?
I wonder what's happened to Yvette.
If there's anybody here, show yourself.
I've just finished with Fred and Stuart and I've been dragged over here to the hospital wing.
Right, a door has gone on its own and I heard dragging noise. I'm sorry, there's no way I'm going in on my own because my face will get eaten or my arse will get ripped off. Ain't happening. So come on, let's go. I'm brave when I'm with somebody else, but when I'm on my own, I just can't do it. The shit hits the fan.
To go see arses?
In prison, yes. Will get eaten and I heard dragging noise. I'm sorry, there's no way I'm going in on my own because my face will get eaten or my arse will get ripped off. Ain't happening. So come on, let's go. I'm brave when I'm with somebody else, but when I'm on my own, I just can't do it. The shit hits the fan.
To go see arses?
In prison, yes. Come on. Honest to God,
I'm nervous.
the smile will be wiped off your face.
This is the place. Remember when I did the X-ray with Stuart?
Yeah.
This is the place that dropped me off my feet.
Wait, so the extra was before this? Oh, I could have watched that instead.
Well, so where did you hear a bang?
Here, through here. See, I'm okay with you. Christ, I feel like Oliver and Hardy, you know. It's always standing here. And you hear a drip, drip, drip. Right.
That's...
Maybe it's the outer door. The outer door just did a little shot.
And I just did a little shut myself.
Yeah.
Yes, it did, yeah. Okay. The trouble is, it's that drip makes it worse. Listen.
Yeah. Wait.
It's getting louder.
I heard dragging like someone was pulling a sheet or a plastic sheet across the floor or something. You know, like if somebody had wrapped a body up in a sheet and was dragging it across the floor.
How many bodies have you wrapped up in a sheet?
I've seen the movies.
Okay.
No, but do you know what I mean?
Did you not hear that? There you go. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Hello?
So that is the dragging noise again now.
Did you not hear that? There you go. What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying to you.
Hello? I'm going to keep pointing in that direction.
We could get murdered. We could get murdered here.
We just heard a tracking then. I've just heard it. Hello? Oh, fuck. Do you see what I mean about this being a shit scary place?
What is that noise? Come on.
No coercion here whatsoever.
It's through here. Look, it's in the toilets. I don't want to go to the toilets. That's where people did strange sexual things.
What?
Yes,
It's in your local toilets, you know.
No, I know. Oh, I don't want to go in a urinal. People, it's through here. Look, it's in the toilets. I don't want to go to the toilets. That's where people did strange sexual things.
What?
Yes,
It's in your local toilets, you know.
No, I know. Oh, I don't want to go in a
I could
urinal.
listen to this.
There's nothing in there.
What was that? Hello?
God, there's nothing here.
Look.
What? There's nothing here. What was that noise then?
Right. Why don't we go upstairs?
There's an upstairs.
Yeah. Through there, as I recall. Just...
Oh, fuck. Oh, come on.
Come and show us you're here. Throw something at us. Throw something, let us know you're here.
Fred, we've got to try and find whatever it was that was thrown.
I think it would have gone. Well, it was in that corner, the last bit. That's where the last sound.
In the middle or up here?
Up here. It was
Right, well I'm going to walk this side then.
It was above them. Well, I think there must have been two different things.
Was it one object or was it two?
I think it must have been two.
Come on, Stu, you got this.
This is where I heard it bang the last time. Fucking hell, what was that?
It was that same door again.
That's the door.
But it was at... Well, hang on, it was on this level, Fred. Hello?
Is anybody here?
Right, Carl's gone. Carl's gone over to Yvette, or whatever the fuck's gone on down there. And there was a door on this level. Right, Fred, I'm going to point the camera on you. You ask out now.
Behind you, behind you. Can you hear that? What's that rumbling noise?
Is it that gate?
Huh?
Is it that gate? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. Gate's not a gate.
What is a gate?
Right, let's stand still, Fred.
Listen, listen. Is anybody there?
Sounds like it's coming from the end there.
It's some sort of door banging.
Sounds like it's coming from down where we've just come from.
Someone downstairs. It's just a door banging.
Stay quiet.
Do that again!
Okay, weird. Didn't Carl or someone...
Come on, Fred, you ask out now.
One of them asked earlier for someone to bang the
Talk,
doors.
talk to whoever's here. Talk to whoever's here, Fred.
Whoever that is, do that again.
I've got to stay still with the camera because we're never going to find out what it is anyway. If we start running around, we won't find it.
We need to go downstairs.
But the thing is, if we go downstairs, it'll stop. Our best bet is just to stay here for a second and let it play out and capture it on camera.
If you're here, keep making that noise. I want to see what door you're banging. Let us know what level you're on. For the ground level, tap once. For the second level, tap twice. And the third level, tap 3 times. So you're on the ground level, is that right? 1 for yes. So you're all around us, are you?
I'm lost. Are we going down to the ground floor?
Let's go down.
Right, let's go down.
We're coming down to find you.
Tell them, keep talking to him, Fred. Don't lose them.
Stay where you are. We're coming down. We're not scared of you.
Because this
if
is
you're there, throw something at us like you did earlier on. Throw something.
This is the perfect opportunity now, Fred, to capture whatever it is that's doing this. Tell them what we're doing. We're coming downstairs now.
If you're here, throw something at me. I'm coming along now on the first floor. Throw something at me.
Isn't this the second floor?
No, first.
That's the first down there. Right, yeah.
If you're here, throw
Depends
something.
which floor
Bang the
version
doors.
you're using. If it's ground first, second, or second.
Bang the doors.
Stay still a sec, Fred. Let's just...
Bang the doors if you're here. We're down here to meet you. We're not scared of you. Come forward. Come forward.
He's a brave man.
Go and touch Stuart. Stuart's over there with the white light with the camera. Go and touch him. Or throw something at him.
Come on!
Did you just move your feet?
No.
Did you hear footsteps?
Yes, it was a tap. If that was you, thank you. Can you make some more noises for us, please? Can you walk towards us?
Okay. Thank you. Come closer.
I'm not hearing it right now.
Again.
Over that way this time.
Yeah.
Please come and join us. Come in, come and join us. Can you move around us? You come and push one of us.
Throw something at us.
It's not big still. Come on, we're sure we heard you a minute ago. If that was you moving around, could you come towards us again? That was great. That was like, clear footsteps.
Yeah.
There and then suddenly nothing.
Which is something we've all experienced a lot of here tonight.
Yeah.
This. The door's going behind us.
That was me probably walking through it, Donnie. That was the original entrance, as I recall, to this place. From that way, I'm assuming. So, this is where people would have come through.
Okay. Smell it. Smell it.
Somebody moving around up there.
Hello?
This is weird. They're getting some... Specifically in the hospital wing where Yvette and Carl are, they're getting some very odd noises. I am doing some research on a few other locations on my other screen, hence why you may see me looking away a fair bit throughout this stream. But I am listening and watching in as things happen.
Oh, I'm living in here.
Seriously? No, because that noise was so...
Can't turn them off anymore.
Like somebody here.
Yeah, but it's only the people that are dead in here that we care about.
Yeah, but are there really? Seriously, there could be a vagrant living in here or something.
Yeah, but vagrants are fine. There's nothing wrong with vagrants. They just want a
This is
place
next
to...
week.
What the fuck? Do you hear that?
What? No!
Nice little convo about vagrants.
Hello?
Oh, I'm here and moving up here. Fuck.
Okay. The hell is all that?
Go on, you go in there.
There's a door that's going to close now.
Okay, go on.
What do you mean, go in here? You go in there.
Isn't it weird? You're on here. Your torch is actually flashing.
Where was it? Sorry.
No, I just mean on the infrared.
So whatever was dragging, what would have been?
Right, was that the door shutting?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Okay.
If there's anybody here, can you make a noise?
What the fuck? Me?
Did you hear that? Seriously, did you hear it? Did you hear it?
What did you hear?
You'd be on camera. I guarantee it, because it was really close. It was her.
Oh, I thought I heard something move. What the
It was
fuck?
like
Me?
It wasn't Yvette because her lips don't move, and it wasn't Carl.
Hello?
So it's a weird thing.
What's down there?
What?
Is it my shadows or this?
Yeah, it's your reflection, I think, Carl.
That's just some weird old...
Weird old what?
Just some weird old...
What the fuck was that? Was the door?
Fuck me. If anyone, again, is watching my stream as a background noise for sleeping, I can only apologise for the absolute shithousery that is going on in this episode of Most Haunted.
No, that door banged.
Alright, that's not moving on its own. It stopped.
No, it was this door.
Yeah, I'm just saying no one could have been up the stairs.
No.
Did you say a naughty word then?
Yes, I did. You might have to bleep that out, please.
I would have done that now.
You make a noise.
What's in there? Oh, it's just a sink. Oh, the toilet probably. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh. Absolutely stinks. Oh, oh.
We're not scared of you. Come forward.
Fred, on the stairs. Go down to the stairs.
Thank you.
Go down. I'm going to stand here and watch now. I'm not move. I can't move because I'm just
Throw
not
that
going to
again.
fucking
Do that
move.
again. Throw something.
I've got to get all this on camera.
Throw something. I'm on the staircase. Throw something at me. Come on. Throw something at me.
Fred, go down because something
Stuart,
hit.
just let me do it my way. Throw something at me.
Fred's getting pissy.
I'm waiting here. Throw it.
It's on the floor.
Are you scared now? You're scared of us? I'm here and Stuart's on the next floor. Throw something at us.
Can you see it on the floor?
In nomine Patris, Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus. We're not scared of you. Come on, throw something else. looks like you've run away from us, eh? You're scared of us? That's how tough you are.
Brave man.
Very tough, you run away. It's gone.
Can you see anything on the floor? Huh? Can you see anything on the floor?
Yeah, there was something here.
I can't find it. Can't find it.
Oh, no, it's not.
Hit the stairs, didn't it, and bounced off, whatever it was.
The trouble is, things have been bouncing everywhere.
Yeah. I think it was something similar to what was thrown last time.
Well, it sounds like a stone, doesn't it, or something? A heavy stone. But there's nothing there. Well, we definitely heard it, didn't we? You picked it up on camera?
I couldn't see anything, just obviously heard it.
I mean, on the sound.
Sound and that, yeah, we'd have got that.
If you're here, we're going to go now. Do you want to attack us before we go? We're going to go and leave you to it. Now's your chance to come and show yourself. Come on, come and show yourself. This is your chance to be the big shot you always thought you were.
We need to be careful we don't get hit by something.
Come on. What are you scared of? For fuck's sake, throw something.
He already did. I'm literally standing in the doorway here, Fred.
Mr. Big Shot disappears. Let's go back through here, shall we?
Yeah.
This is where it was all coming from, I think, down this way.
Yeah. Well, it was a rattling or the shaking of something as well, wasn't it?
Well, it was like a door
That's
shaking.
right, yeah. Try and find it and see if we can. It wasn't a door handle, was it?
No, it was a door. It was like. Like that.
That's what it was. You're right. Yeah, that's it. Well done.
This is your last chance. We're going.
Wouldn't have been actually, Fred. Huh? Rattle the doorknob on there just to see what that sounds like.
It could have been that, yeah. Oh.
It's locked. It's all locked up, that, Fred.
No, it's not.
Oh no, well done. Oh.
Look at that door.
I reckon it wasn't
Solid doors, don't make them like that anymore.
Now it's noise out here, Stuart.
Yeah. Well, that's the hospital wing there, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's go back in there.
Well, do you think it could have been that handle or
It
not?
sounded like
you
it,
know,
didn't
from a
it?
distance, if we heard that from a distance.
Yeah, well, let's try it a bit louder. Oh, God, I don't know if I can reshut it now.
It's a possibility, it's a possibility, isn't it?
It's a distinct possibility.
Could have been that.
Could have been, yeah.
Because it was quiet in here.
That's right. Well, whatever it was has gone now, but hopefully
Which is the way?
it'll come back through there, Fred.
This way.
Yeah, through there, that's right. Keep going.
These must be quite old. These.
Well, they'll be original, won't they? I mean,
Yeah.
just don't make them like that anymore.
Is anybody here?
You're going to go right at the end, I believe.
Imagine being locked up in here and there's nothing you can do. They take all your clothes away, they take everything.
All your liberties have gone, Fred, haven't they?
Yeah.
Hey?
You can't even think for yourself.
Oh, well, you couldn't even scratch your arse, could you? You'd need permission for that.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't even think for yourself.
No.
What was making that drum
I
noise?
don't know. There's a part of me that doesn't want to know.
Is there somebody with us now? If there is, please can you make a noise? Can you make a noise?
6 minutes to go.
What's that about?
Suicide.
Oh
Constable
no.
shot.
Oh, how sad.
Oh, I see. That's where the. Oh, poor. How sad.
You're really nervous, aren't you?
I am, yeah. Well,
I'm really
I've
nervous
got
too.
history with this place.
I know.
I need to watch the Most Haunted extra once I finish the main Most Haunted.
Who was making that dragging noise? Can you make it again?
Fuck, don't do that.
Again, it's movement from down this end. Right. Okay.
It's like you've got to watch your back. I
My
wanna
bottom
know
line
what
Happy
that
to watch
was.
yours.
Heartbreaking.
The dragging noise was incredible. I hope we got that on camera. I really, really
We
do.
both heard it. Come on, if you're here, which we know you are. Touch Yvette. Slam a door next to her.
Can you hear the tapping?
I can, but for me, it's all coming from this end. Come on, let's go back down.
I'm so nervous.
Really? I want to guess.
This is one fucking... Which way is it?
Ooh, what is that?
What? What?
Oh, I remember. Yeah, that's a.
What?
It's another just a cell. I found it
Yeah.
creepy last time, but there's a. You want?
Not really, no.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, it's fine.
What if they come behind?
What?
What if they come behind?
We're together, how's that? I can't get over that dragging noise. I really can't. The door...
The dragging noise was one of the weirder, definitely one of the weirder things. There was no obvious explanation for the dragging noise. At least not one that I can think of. There we go, apply from... Yeah, okay.
went and then the dragging noise happened. Let's see if it happens again.
Was this shut behind us before we
Yeah.
went? Was it?
The door's there, slightly open. Right, so we're going back to when we were.
This is where we first came in here.
Right, and we stood here and we heard the noise. Let's see if we can hear it again. That's the door.
That's the door shutting.
I can't hear any dripping, can you?
Oh, fuck.
No, stay there. I'm just trying to remember.
Look at your torch.
Sorry. I'm just trying to remember when we